Ladies and gentlemen, you asked for it. You wanted it. And now, I am pleased to announce, you've got it. Welcome to the Captain Flowers and Azael specialty show, Bronze SoloQ. Casted for you, the fans, of the fans, and by fans, because deep down, that's what we all really are. My name's Captain Flowers. I am excited to be bringing you all this show here today. I got my dude Azael that you can see right up next to me right here. That's exactly how he's standing right now as he's about to cast these games. Are you ready, Azael?
Hell yeah, dude! Let's go. I'm really excited for these games.
Oh yeah.
You know, I've cast MLG, I've cast IEM, I've cast BlizzCon, I've cast the World Finals, but never have I cast something with as much on the line that was as important, as dramatic, with this high level play as these Bronze Soul teams are going to be.
Oh, dude, it's all on the line for these bronze teams here today. They know that this is their chance to step into the spotlight and show us all exactly what they're really made of. Now, for everybody out there in the Twitch chat that might be wondering, well, how is this even a thing? How'd this get started? So, I had a guy send me a message on Twitter. He said, hey, how many retweets for you to cast one of my Bronze SoloQ games? And I was like, you know, I'm not really a celebrity. Esports celebrities kind of like you're hanging out on the D list. Like, you're not a real celebrity, but people still ask you for retweets for stuff sometimes. So I was like, all right, you give me 1K. We'll give you that real approachable number, right? And we'll do it. Dude gets 1,000 in 12 hours. So I'm like, okay, this is what we got to do. Easy money. Capital E, capital Z. That's what we're talking about. So we're going to be following this guy into the world of Bronze SoloQ. Currently sitting at Bronze 2. We're going to take a look at that in just a moment. But we're going to be following him in straight into Bronze, seeing if the man can make the climb, get himself out of there. Now, y'all might be wondering, well, who is our mysterious hero? Who is the man who decided to make this all happen? Now, I actually went through and using some of my brilliant graphical talents and editorial capabilities, put together for all you guys a player card very similar to what you would see in the North American LCS itself to show you exactly who we're talking about right here. My man's name, Nicholas Paul, currently residing in Bronze 2, a top lane main. And you can see some of his stats on your screen right there. Overall, the win rate, not the highest in the world, but the Scion. My man knows how to play Scion, let me tell you that. 55%. PogChamp.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely a Scion main. And you can tell thousands of man hours were put into these graphics. So, yeah, best be showing some respect in the chat for Captain Flowers' graphic ability.
Yeah. Oh, these games are about to be graphic, Azael. There is about to be some bloodshed in the top lane. You can see the 2.75 KDA. He's a tank player. He's not going to have the highest KDA. He knows his job is to get in there on the front line. Hell, you get a bonus for dying on Scion. If your KDA was too high, you messed up. You goofed.
You're not utilizing the entire kit. You have to utilize the passive. You know, you got to get in there. Exactly. Especially, maybe he's going to go some lethality Scion for us. That would be pretty hype.
Oh, we could say the cutie pie special. I would be all aboard that train. You can see, according to these well-researched stats that are obviously very true, DPM, high as fuck. This dude knows how to bring the damage into the team fights, and he honestly farms so much we can't even keep track of it with the mathematical tools currently available to us in the League of Legends client. And you can see, based on the extensive history report we wrote for him, he has only lost a few games thus far and has a strong case for best top in NA. You're probably going to be seeing a lot of good stuff here today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say he's the best top in NA, but all I'm going to say is, you know, has Faker ever won games in NA solo queue and bronze? I don't think so, right? So you guys be the judge. Yeah.
No, I mean, let's go ahead and real talk here for a second, Azael. I mean, I watched SKT versus Kingzone last night. I don't know if you did, but it looked like SKT might need a little bit of practice down in the bronze trenches based on what I saw. I mean, these dudes were getting fountain dove at 20 minutes. They were running into the wrong fountain.
Exactly. Does your boy Nicholas Paul get fountain dove at 20 minutes? I don't think so.
He's the one diving into the fountain, doing the backstroke.
Utilizing the Scion passive.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Go into the fountain. You die. They die. Everybody's out of the picture. That's where you get that KDA. That's where you get those bloody games. All right. Now, my boy Nicholas Paul, he is in game. But remember, chat, we've got 3 minutes on our spectator delay. And I can't watch Champion Select because we don't actually have the ability to watch Champion Select in the client. And we're not on LCS resources. We're actually bringing this to you. As you can see, Azael's currently sitting in the Worlds venue from this
Yeah, I'm
past year.
actually in China.
Yeah.
Doing finger guns right now.
Yeah, Azael stayed in China for the past 3 months to make sure he was able to bring you guys top-tier production for this. So he wanted to really bring that authenticity of top-tier League of Legends for you fellas. So Azael's over hanging out in China right now. I am broadcasting this to you live from beautiful Captain Flowers' apartment in Santa Monica. This is OP. We're ready
This
to
is
go.
a global broadcast. We're
global
coming
broadcast.
at you from all around the world.
I actually completely forgot. We got to put the Skarner picture up in the background.
This is some high level production quality here. I like
Yeah,
this.
that's
This is
what
like
we're doing.
When you see a graphic transition on LCS, the graphics flies in. Essentially, the same thing just happened live before your eyes.
That's what we're doing. We're giving you guys the inside peek, the sneak peek, into exactly what things look like behind the scenes of the North American LCS. This is the kind of stuff you don't get every day. This is the kind of stuff that might not come around again till once in a very blue moon, so appreciate this. Be ready for this, because this is about to be some amazing stuff. Now, if I am correct, my dude Nicholas has been in game for over 3 minutes now. It's time to fire up the spectate and see what we've got going. Now, Azael, I have been told, I haven't been in bronze for a hot minute. I was hanging out there a lot in Season 1, but I haven't been back in a while. But I have been told that sometimes people tend to play League of Legends on kitchen appliances instead of actual computers, so the loading screen might take a little while if one of these guys is about to burn the toast.
Yeah,
I'm not
I tend
sure.
to use favorite calculators. Maybe a TI-83. Get that going in there. That can work pretty well as well here too.
Well, hopefully it all works out. Hopefully there's not too fancy of a graph that they have to map out. Hopefully nobody had a math test today, so they had to keep that thing away from the games. So let's see exactly how long it's going to take. You guys can't see the loading screen because it's not going to work out like that. Well, all right, wait, hold on. All right, so Nicholas is on the Ezreal this game, and he's on the blue team. So I got to make sure that my thing is ready. My proper graphics. I've got an awesome graphics overlay for you guys as well. You best believe. This is going to be great. So as soon as that game actually loads. All right, I think we mostly got through without toast, but there might still be some toast. We'll have to find out. No Psy on this game.
While Nicholas Paul does have that 55% win rate on the Scion, he's on his way up. We'll say on the Ezreal, he's sitting at 1-3 so far. He's rocking the 1.7 KDA, 25% win rate. But it's the starting point, right? He's lulling his opponents into a false sense of security. So when they scout him out, they're not going to be anticipating the pentakill on Ezreal.
You always gotta play the head games, Azael. That's what it's all about. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on to Summoner's Rift for the first game of the day. Now, if you thought we were only gonna be playing one, you're either gonna be sorely disappointed or incredibly impressed when we tell you that it's actually gonna be an afternoon full of some fun games here today. This is only the beginning. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, it's actually a bronze to challenger stream here with your boy Nicholas Paul. So you guys are gonna have to get comfortable. It might take more than a couple games, but we're gonna get there.
It's all about the journey, right? That's what we always preach. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But sometimes if you want to get off to a little bit of a sprint at the start, there's no problem with that either. All right. Now, Azael, as the resident expert here, as the man with the plan, the guy who knows what's going on, what are you looking for my boy Nicholas in this game? What do you want to see him
I'm looking at the fact that he already has a sly sack of gold, and I'm thinking he already won because that thing sells for 65 gold. And I don't know if the red team can actually come back from that.
That's almost a control ward.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost a whole ward. That's a pot and a bit. That's like an insurmountable advantage for your boy Nicholas Paul. I just don't think that One-Eyed Gimp here is going to be able to match up to him.
Yeah, One-Eyed Gimp is definitely going to have a little bit of a rough time going up against that
the guy
level of
doesn't
an
have two
economy.
eyes.
Yeah.
How can you do it? How are you supposed to dodge
How are you
Ezreal
going to
if
see
you
it
have
coming?
eyes?
How are you going to see it coming? You won't. You won't. It's game. It's game. All right. Both junglers starting off on the bottom side of the map here. Everybody wants to go from that bottom side towards the top side. You got to gank the solo lanes, man. You got to get those solo laners ahead because sometimes your top laner, he might get a little bit mad. You might get, I don't know, you might get Hashin-shinned a little bit. This dude wants to just keep pushing up, so you got to be ready.
That's true. That's true. Gonna have to see how Nicholas Paul is gonna be down here in the bot lane. The Morgana and the Ezreal. The Caitlyn started with the blue buff though, so this is a little bit of an unfair advantage.
Next level.
Traditionally, this is actually a new strategy we're seeing if you're watching a lot of LCS, you may not be used to this. Generally speaking, in LCS, the bot lane, they leash for the jungler, but that's like, a couple steps behind. That's pretty old meta. In the new meta here, One-Eye Gimp, he's playing in the year 3000. This is not 2018 strategies. The jungler actually leashes now for the bot lane instead. And then, that's how you make up for the Sly Sack of gold. Because we thought he couldn't come back, but he already had this strategy pre-prepared.
I mean, you're looking at a world where 65 gold means a lot, because it's almost enough to buy a ward, but in bronze you don't buy wards anyway, so it's just pure money. But, ooh, my boy Nicholas got a little bit enticed by that cupcake on the ground there. Thought he was going to walk up and take a bite, but, woo, getting away just barely from that one. You got to be careful about those, Azale. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you definitely have to be careful about this. We're going to have to see how much action is going to come down here at the bot lane. I'm looking at Nicholas Paul's team. It's looking pretty good. They have the Pantheon. Maybe he could get down there. Some roams. We're playing with the double TP. We could see Party in the bot lane here a little bit later on. Kind of snowball their superstar carry down here. He's already at 9 CS. It's pretty good.
Hanging out. He's hanging out. But also, you got to look at this dude here, Master Yi, farming up with 20, but it's the top lane. Hecarim coming in. Pantheon's in some trouble. Has to pop the flash, gets himself out. He's doing all right.
Yeah, flash down, not bad. But Honey Badger got pretty low there. So Crash asserting his dominance. This is where normally kind of next steps for Pantheon. You get into the all chat. You start typing "never a fair fight."
Yeah.
Only cowards bring their jungler.
Better jungle wins.
1v1 me in the river, bro.
Oh! Caitlyn going for the flash, but the counterattack is right there. Nicholas is not willing to stop. Oh, no! Nicholas got splashed, and first blood goes over to the other guys as Pantheon gets gunned down in the top lane by the minions.
He was trying to go big. He was trying to go big there. Almost took down One-Eye Gimp, but Nicholas Paul, a little bit unlucky, is going to go down. But it's okay. He's got his Fairy Charm now. That's that power spike that you like to see for the first base on Ezreal. You go back, you get your Fairy Charm, you hit up that mana regen, and
you can spam more Qs.
Exactly. And you just start farming those Sly Sacks of gold.
And I mean, when you look at it, Sly Sack of gold is what the entire early game was built off of anyway, based on what we were saying.
Exactly.
Fairy Charm, 25% base mana regen. That's 25% more Qs. That's what I want to see. Nice binding onto Nami deciding to take a swim, splish splash in the turret. Master Yi showing up. Can he find the damage? Couple more auto attacks. Nicholas, get it. Oh, just a little bit to the side. A little bit more damage. Oh, cutting him down. CS1. Grabbing himself an extra little bit of CS, farming some champions this game.
All right, that was free. They get the kill. Nicholas has the assist. He's in there. Could push this out. Things looking pretty good. Up on the top side. Top laner, already died once, so you can start flaming him. Trying to let him know that it's his fault that you are losing. But things looking a little bit rough for Nicholas Paul's team so far. This Fizz is doing pretty well. Already has a Sheen to just the Amp Tome here for Ahri. So Lucky Pot 123 might be in a little bit tough, I think, in that matchup.
Yeah, it might be an unlucky pot up against this Fizz. Brian E3 is there's a lot of numbers in the names in this game, Azale. We got Brian E3.
That's true.
Lucky Pot 123. Zero, or I guess that's O Crash. Got a lot of numbers here today. One-Eyed Gimp, that's still technically a number.
That is.
He spelled it, but that's a number.
Yeah, that's true. I can actually confirm that. But you know what I actually have a lot of faith in? I have a lot of faith in the Master Yi here. I feel like Master Yi is just the ultimate bronze champion. If you're going to have like a farm it out type game, this Yi is going to get super strong. And action coming down here in the bot lane, though. Nicholas Paul's got to get out of there.
Geranion trying to get on to Nicholas, and the Morgana almost able to take him down. Nicholas drops for the second time, but the counterattack from the binding almost enough to get him one in return. Oh no, unlucky pot. 1, 2, 3. He's done. He's out of there. Brian E3 grabbing yet another kill there for himself as the slicing Maelstrom looks to cut down the Pantheon in the top side. Flash is going to be used by the Kinnan. Almost bit off more than he could chew, Azale. Almost, but he's not that hungry. Not today.
Yeah, not quite. Pantheon going to barely survive there, but some unlucky things happening across the map. Mid lane dies, bot lane dies. But the Yi is farming away. He's got 3 daggers. I don't even know how he can hold that many, but he's going to be attacking pretty fast. He's going to be scaling up, and he can get down there, help him out. The tier is now complete for Nicholas Paul, so you already know he's scaling. They have late game.
Master Yi's he's playing for some of that just base stat efficiency. I mean, everybody's seen Tyler build a couple BF swords on Draven. Why not throw in a couple daggers on Master Yi? No
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same thing, right? They're kind of shorter, maybe a little bit more pointy, but it's basically the same thing. You know, it's essentially like having 3 BF swords.
Yeah, it's a sharp, pointy thing. You throw a bunch of them in your inventory, you kill the enemy champions. Master Yi, he's already got 1 kill under his belt. He's doing all right. Now, the boys in blue, things aren't the best right now, but Master Yi coming in. Hecarim wanting to stop it, but he ran off to the side instead. Duranion grabbing the kill.
The
CS1,
daggers!
he's got it. One more shot. Oh,
Get him, Nicholas.
One-eyed Gimp. Nicholas, chase him down. Yes. Nicholas takes down the one-eyed Gimp, but unfortunately, the horse tramples him down from behind. It's a double kill for the jungler on the side of the red team. 7-3 overall, but the teams are not willing to stop.
Yeah, that's okay. That's worth. You know, you'll take that. You'll take that. The kill over on Ezreal, that's looking pretty free. He gets back. You already know he's going to be power spike. I don't even know what he's going to get, but it's already going to be pretty good. And Yi is transforming those daggers. I mean, now he's got even more attack speeds. He just put daggers on his shoes. So those are some pointy feet that Yi has now with Berserker Greaves. He's going to be looking pretty good. Things going pretty well in the jungle for them.
Right.
But the Hecarim could be a little bit problematic.
I don't know. Look at that item in Hecarim's inventory, Azale. That doesn't look like a Chad item to me. Coming around for the gank. Nope. Lucky Pot. Doesn't even need the luck. Just skips himself on out there with the ulti. No problem.
If Hecarim is going for the Cinderhulk, that's definitely not the Chad build.
Disapprove.
But it could be Triforce. And if it's Triforce, that's pretty Chad.
That's pretty
if you're
Chad.
To actually skip the jungle item, just run straight for the Triforce, like that could be a phage, right? So we gotta give our boy Duranion here the benefit of the doubt. We'll see what he's able to actually get done with that. You're definitely not looking for Cinderhulk though when you're the 3-0 Predator Hecarim.
Absolutely
you're looking to try to one-shot people.
When you're carrying the game like this, it's Chad or bad. But Duranion's in some trouble. CS1 trying to make the move. Jumping in, cutting him down. Getting himself the shutdown on that one.
That's looking free. I'm not going to lie. I mean, he is getting pretty strong here. Already 3 kills. Duranion did not look like he could fight it. And he bought the Cinderhulk. So I think things are looking pretty good. That is definitely not a Chad mentality. You die and then you go tank. No. You die and then you buy as many BF swords as you can, and then you kill them.
That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, I got faith in my boy CS1 here. He's doing some good stuff, but in the top lane, it's the Honey Badger. He's an old meme, man, but old memes die hard, and he takes down that Pantheon 1 versus 1.
Yeah, he's looking pretty strong, building towards the Zonias. I'm liking the position here for Honey Badger. He actually has a lot of farm, too.
Yeah.
This guy's doing pretty well. Both Fizz and the Kennen actually have an impressive amount of farm here. You know, up 74, 73 CS at 10 minutes is pretty damn good for Bronze.
I've actually I've seen Bronze games before where the Fizz has more kills than he has creeps.
Oh!
But Brian can just dial these in. 1-800-CALL, fuck your mid. This guy knows how to do it.
Brian is smurfing for sure. Like, this guy's popping off. He's getting the tower dive. He's farming well. He's looking good. I don't know. Maybe you know, I said earlier that Faker hasn't won any Bronze games, but like, what if he's smurfing right now? What if he heard that Nicholas Paul was going to be playing in a game live on broadcast? And what if that is Faker?
I mean, like I said, after the game against Kingzone last night, I think SKT might need a little bit of practice, but I don't know. What if he did decide?
These are unfair odds. I mean, this
could be rough.
This could be rough. I mean, Smeb, it could be Smeb in the top lane, you know, like he's playing the Kennen. I'm not sure. Oh, no. That looked like that hurt. Where's the Morgana at?
Oh, the one-eyed Gimp. He can
Brian,
still
no.
aim, even with only one eye. Tef's Pond. Oh, it's not looking too good for him. Now, see, Duranion, he almost died
there. Here comes the E, though.
But can Master Yi clean it up? Alpha Strike. Nope, get in there. Oh, the stun. I don't know if he can outplay this. All right, Cameron's going to jump back up. Honey Badger grabbing yet another one. CS1 still looking to outplay. Still can't do it. Not quite enough damage in there.
It was a good try. It was a good try. Didn't have his jungle item completed yet, so he's not that strong, but he did his best. And that's all you can really ask for in League of Legends.
Yeah, you got to do your... That's how... Exactly. See, right there, that's the kind of guy I give the GG heart to. That's how you earn the honors. You do your best. And sometimes... Your best is good enough to absolutely slobber knock the enemy Ahri. Look at Brian!
Oh my god!
This dude is smurfing.
This guy is smurfing for sure. Brian is popping off. We're gonna have some investigations done on Brian, but nice roam actually from Teft's Pond, getting up there to mid lane, shutting down Fizz.
I actually think if Teft isn't there, Master Yi dies to the Fizz.
That's true. I actually agree. So, but the coordination is on point. You know, they're pinging on the way. They're pinging question mark on their dead teammates. You can see that the coordination is there. That's what you like to see.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of plays you give those finger guns to, Azale. That's exactly why you stayed in China for this event.
Exactly.
Now, I am a little bit worried for my boy O'Crash up here in the top lane. He's sitting on one little pointy boy in the inventory. 0, 3, and 0. The farm's a little bit behind, so he's on the struggle bus right now. He's hitting every stop. He's got to make sure that he stays strong, though. Keeps that good mental.
Yeah, he's got to, you know, maybe try to get out there, get some roams done on the Pantheon. I feel like it's at this point when you're this far behind on Pantheon that you just kind of like never go back to your lane ever, no matter what, and you just kind of roam. You just start laning with your other friends.
You have to, yeah. You just
he's back up here.
Give him the man drop. Every which way but loose. CS1 trying to flash forward. Alpha strikes backward after flashing forward, getting into some of those mind games. Needs a couple more auto attacks. Oh my goodness!
Oh, Crash!
Stopwatch! Crash! Crash!
Free.
Okay, Crash gets out. That's 1 for 1. They got assist money. That's worth every day of the week. Put that shit in all chat. Worth. Nice.
Exactly. That was free. And they get the red buff transfer. Nicholas Paul!
Nicholas jumping
here
forward.
Again.
Oh no, the cavalry has arrived. Cinder Hulk or not.
Man, it's never a fair fight. It's never a fair fight. Where's the honor these days?
Where's the
whatever happened to a couple of brave combatants having a nice 2v2 in the bottom lane, right?
Yeah.
You know, why the heck room always got to show up? What's up with that?
Ezreal can't just jump in there and have an honorable man fight that results in one of the 2 people involved dying. No. Hecarim's always got to get in there and ruin the honorable traditions of Bushido and Sudoku and everything else. It's just not the same rift it used to be. It's not the same rift it used to be, Azale. This isn't where I grew up.
Yeah, I think Brian's about to bot these guys. Brian? Oh, they gotta be careful. Lucky Pot is low.
Brian is just with the golden stopwatch. Brian is clean, but Master Yi might just cut him to pieces.
Oh my God, Yi is OP, dude. He's popping off.
Yi is the Smurf Slayer. Look at this dude. He's shielded up. He's running around. He carries his sword behind him while he's running around like a Naruto character. This dude's straight out of your late night Toonami shit, ladies and gentlemen. He's just cutting them all down. Honey Badger's trying to get out. Alpha Strike? Hell yeah, true Alpha. Rename that to Chad Strike. This Master Yi is on fire.
What do we say about Chads? You go back to base, you buy a BF sword. What does Yi have in his inventory right now, Flowers? Answer me that.
I mean, I'm looking past. I'm scrolling through. I see a jungle item. I see some Nikes. And I see a BF sword.
Yeah,
see a BF
exactly.
sword with a little bit
That's
of green dragon.
That's how you know. That is how you know he's asserting his dominance on the map, has the BF sword. He's going to go back for an early IE rush, and he's going to be popping off.
All right, so now Master Yi has decided he's going to put the team on his back this game. This dude, great performances so far, securing the Mountain Drake. Oh, TP's coming in. I don't know if you want to go all the way in on that one. Honey Badger able to get the angle here onto CS1, and he's not walking away from that one. Nicholas Paul with the flash over the wall, predicting the Hecarim ultimate. Good brain on that one. As Brian just comes in, says thanks for the kill, taps him with the carrot. You hate that. When you're,
you hate to see that.
When you're always trying to walk away and the Fizz just comes up and taps her with his carrot.
Yeah, I mean, is that even consensual? Like, I mean, you need to be asking people before you tap them with your carrot.
Brian is just, I mean, this dude has no regard for the rules this game. He is just off the rails. Absolutely off the rails.
5-man mid. They're pushing. This is LCS. They TP in.
These are some strats,
they get
man.
The kill.
These are some strats.
They go in mid. Oh, God.
Oh.
They're everywhere. Look at these rotations. This is actually insane.
And they're going over the rift. They're going right over the rift. They're like, yo, we got 5 men strong. Let's flex. Let's get this.
I mean, we figured out that it was Faker mid playing Fizz. Is this the entire SKT team? I mean, look at these rotations.
It might be.
Oh, Yee's going in.
In some trouble. CS1 looking to put on his King Zone Dragon X cosplay. Oh. Grabbing yet another one. Brian still going off here into the back line. Nicholas going down. Charm on to Brian, getting himself away, taking another smack from Shelly. Rift Herald secured there by the side of the red team. Sub-Zero 012. Brian goes down to the Foxfire.
No one took the Rift Herald. They guarded,
Lucky Pot. Lucky Pot's
Pot.
got to guard it. Lucky Pot, they're always after them Lucky Charms, but you protect that pot with your life.
Oh my god, the man drop coming in from
Pawns?
Nami. She's gonna get caught.
Sub-Zero. Meet Scorpion, baby. Get over here. Crash grabs a kill on him.
They baited him. They didn't even get the Rift Herald. They killed it, but no one picked it up. I don't know if it's gonna expire.
This is what we're talking about. This is the epitome of competitive League of Legends in 2018.
This is what you like to see. I
Yeah.
mean, the IE is complete now for CS. What does he get? Does he start building tank? No, he gets some Brawler's gloves because he's looking to
Right.
fuck people up.
That is the crit glove. That's what you gotta do. A lot of people, sometimes you get memed on for buying this item by itself because what's 10% critical strike chance gonna do? Well, my guy CS1 here, he's saying, I already got 20. 10's adding 50% more. That's what that should read, plus 50% critical strike chance. That's how good that glove is.
That's actually insane. They should probably nerf that item. And I mean, thing is, people can talk trash, but
Yeah,
after
all
you
day.
get crit by the Brawler's glove and you get one shot, not gonna be talking trash.
Yeah, who cares about attack speed? Who cares about auto attack damage? If you just get crit and you die one time, kaboom, it's over. Good night. Sayonara. See you later.
That's a lot of ways to say goodbye.
It is. And there's still a whole bunch more of them.
Are you sure you have not used them all?
Arrivederci. Yeah.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen.
Keep going.
I'm starting to run out of them.
Dictionary.com. Hit it up. In goes the heck room. Out goes the heck room.
All right. I'm still... Okay, all right. Geranion, Azael, we're finally seeing signs of Chad in the build. The long sword has surfaced. We've gone through 2 full tank items, but now we're starting to see the turn up from the Hecarim.
The thing is, I'll dispute you a little bit on this because it's a 3rd item Triforce, so I'm not willing to call that a Chad. I'm willing to maybe look at it like a Brad, you know?
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll give him Brad. He's halfway there.
It's like a Brad build.
All right, so Nicholas, unfortunately, gets caught out there by the attack from the other guys.
Oh, the binding?
Nice binding, though. That's actually going to shut down Brian. Sending that Smurf back to Smurfville. CS1, though, still hanging around here. Still got the ulti available.
He's going in.
He's got to go. He's got to go. This is how you make the decision. Sub-Zero going down first. Honey Badger able to find the stun. CS1. He's got the Alpha Strike. He's got the double. Geranion manages to grab himself the kill with a flash from Lucky Pot. Looking to seal this guy's fate. One more little bit of damage should find it. And the auto attack rings true. Another kill going the way of the blue team. Azael, we're 20 minutes into the game. We got 43 kills in 20 minutes, and the game is dead even.
That's what I like to see. I mean, that was the Brawler's Glove in action. Did you see those crits?
He crits so hard.
I mean, that was insane. This guy's a genius. Why don't people always buy the random Brawler's Glove? Just get it in there.
And look at that. Now, he made the natural order come to life in terms of what normally happens to a glove and turned it into a sword. Static Shiv completed. As soon as your glove evolves into a sword, you know you are set. This Master
That's how
Yi,
you know you are a manly
ferocious.
man. When you can actually craft a sword out of a glove. I can say I've never actually done that myself, but I'm very compelled as to how that process actually works.
If your girl's going out tonight, you better tell her to stay inside. Because if Master Yi's on the loose, man, he's going to steal her up. Lucky Pot 123 trying to get himself away, but Brian, once again, showing that he knows what's up. Nicholas having to get himself out of this when Geranion is, whoa, that is one scary horse.
That is a very big horse. And Nicholas Paul gets away. He's all right. He's farming up. He's scaling. You know, he's stacking up. That Manamune, 564 out of 750. So that's pretty good, you know.
It's solid.
He's doing all right.
It's solid.
And he's building the Triforce. I like that.
Yeah.
That's about as Chad as you can get on Ezreal. I would say that Ezreal is not the most Chad of champions.
No.
But you know, he's doing his part.
Ezreal's kind of the opposite of Chad. ChadDAHC. Yeah, he's Doc. Ezreal's a Doc champ because all he does is kite back. That's the opposite of Chad. Chad has to go in. You got to make the plays. We'll have to see. I don't know. Maybe Nicholas. Sometimes you can find.
What if you just shift forward? I mean, he just shifted forward for a cannon CS. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, crash. Locking onto the
Gimp
one-eyed
does not see
Gimp.
it.
Looking to bring him down. iPad
Gimp
Janai.
killed the-
Is
he's
he going to
the
get away?
carry.
Oh, no. One-eyed Gimp used heal, but he didn't have flash. Oh,
he's going
it
in.
feels bad, but they're still going to find another kill. Nicholas trying to put a little bit of damage onto Honey Badger here. The minion's going to get cleared away. I don't think Honey Badger realizes how backdoor protection works.
Oh no!
Oh!
No! Nicholas Paul!
He
What you
hung
gonna do
around a
about
little bit
that?
too long. Oh,
mean,
that
people-
feels bad.
People talk about
Oh, it feels
Uzi's Ezreal. They talk about Bang's Ezreal. But I don't know if they've seen Nicholas Paul's Ezreal. Like that right there
That's
1v1.
he got the free kill.
on the Honey Badger. That was easy.
That was OP.
He didn't even need his Triforce to actually do that.
No, he just
Imagine
stood
once
there.
he has his Triforce.
Oh no! Honey Badger. Okay, he's back. He's back. I thought for a second we might have been entering into the famed realm of Bronze DC, but
All right, so he might.
I was worried.
He may have DC'd, or he may have been massively outplayed by Nicholas Paul.
that's not
You
how
know-
you get tilt proofs, Kinnan. Oh, but he's
no.
coming back for the counterattack. The stun comes down. The ace in the hole comes through. Nicholas, true shot barrage. Nope, not quite enough. Hold on though. Nami actually walked up, cut off the escape route, and didn't steal the kill. Sub-Zero 12, the true support.
Yeah, that's actually nuts. People don't even. That's not even like challenger level. That's above that. That's incredible.
This dude is playing
you
all
going for the
around the
1v3,
team.
Chad.
All right, Chad, can he do it? CS1, couple more auto attacks. He gets the one-eyed Gimp. He goes for the meditate. Looking to come right back around. Having to cut
Oh my
down
God.
Sub-Zero. He turns him into sushi. Grabbing the heal from the Triumph, and he gets the triple. 1 versus 3.
This is the manliest Yi I have ever seen.
This man is a monster. When the kids go to bed at night, they're looking in their closet for Master Yi to come out and scare them. This dude is terrifying.
Yeah, you better check under your bed tonight because CS1 might be there looking to 1v3. Not scared at all. He just goes straight in. And he's building the Blade of Rune King. Pure damage all the time. I'm loving it.
Holy moly, this dude's got some style points, man. CS1. You best know you're not dealing with CS2. This guy is at the top of the ladder, dude. Top of the
Yeah,
ladder.
it's no CaptainFlowers22. This is the original.
Yeah, the OG. Hey, we dropped that 2 for a reason, Azale. We dropped that like a rock.
That's true.
It's
You
gone.
upgraded. You upgraded.
Yeah.
Just like CS1. I like this too. This is a good jungle move. You know, if you're looking to learn from something for your solo games, you know, you're popping off. You're Chad jungler like that. You walk in, you just tax that whole lane. Just tax
Whole thing.
all the farm.
Whole thing. Ooh. Tef's Pond gonna go down again. Honey Badger trying to find some damage here onto CS1.
Oh my God.
Looking to go for it. Unstoppable. Now going back in. Sword still ready. Naruto pose struck, but oh. This is that episode of the anime where the hero finally tastes defeat and has to go on a training montage where he feels bad about himself for 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Hate to
you know,
see that
maybe
happen.
He's gonna be charging up, but they're actually going for Baron, and I don't know. Nicholas Paul, I'm not sure if he's gonna get over there and try to steal it. I don't know if they know this is happening, but
Our boy
this
Nicholas is
looking
the only
like
thing that could stop
Baron.
them. It would be very difficult. I mean, he's in a 1 versus 4 scenario. Do you just call this? Do you just give this one away here? True shot barrage. Fired off. Tries to go for the long range steal. I can respect that. A little
the
bit early,
man
but
drop?
oh, Crash has no desire to let this one get away. Brian goes up into the air. Troll pull ready. Crash bubbled up. Another great play. Sub-Zero 012. You guys want to talk about, I don't know if supports can make plays. I don't want to get auto-filled to support. Well, look at this dude. This ain't no autofill. That's what I'm talking
support
about.
main. Yeah, and Pantheon, man drops in. You hate to see that, but
You do.
yeah, you really hate to see that. he gave it a good shot, you know, and it's not always gonna work out for you, you know. That's just life. It's a life lesson
Yeah.
right there. But in the meantime, there was an open item slot for CS1. I'm gonna give you 3 guesses what he filled that with.
Can I have a hint?
It's a baller's glove.
Oh, shit! Exactly what we were looking for.
Hell yeah.
Hell
A 6
yeah.
item brawler's glove. I think at this point he should just sit on it. You should just sit on the brawler's glove. Because it's been working out pretty well for him. So, I don't know. I think I still got some faith in the blue team here. They're down a couple thousand gold, but what is a couple thousand gold when you have a 14 kill Yi with a brawler's glove?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The world is yours. Possibilities are endless. Everything is about to be legit.
That was an unlucky flash there.
Yeah, I mean, you got possibilities. You got all sorts of things. Everybody makes a misplay, though. You know what? I make misplays, too. Sometimes I have an unlucky flash. I've even seen you have a couple of them before, Zale. We've all been there.
That's true.
We've all been
have been there.
We gotta
can relate.
Understand the boys in bronze. By the way, chat, in case you're wondering what the Metal Gear Solid alert noise is, every time we get hosted, the Metal Gear sound plays as CS1 nearly taken down. Brian has assassinated the MVP, and Crash is going to follow him into the netherworld shortly thereafter. Tide Pond, Test Pond, I don't know what I called it, Tide Pond. Well, they took a big bite of that Tide Pod right there. Takes him down. Geranion right into the back line once more. Nicholas Paul barely getting himself away. A nice charm into Honey Badger. I don't know if he cares too much about that one. Nicholas Paul still trying to get away from that. Brian makes a hop, skip, and a jump right back into the back lines, walking himself away, still looking to grab the damage, dominating as Geranion swoops in. Now, I might have gave this guy a little bit of a hard time for not building Chad items, but Chad or not, the man has got what he's looking for. Stop doing the Metal Gear Alert host in a stream of one viewer.
He's doing some damage. I mean, Geranion is looking pretty strong. You have 10 kills. You got 11 here on your man, Brian. I feel like it was ill-advised to let people know what that hosting alert was.
I actually don't know how to turn it off.
That may have been your fatal error.
I don't remember how to turn it off, and I don't remember how to make the thing display either. It's supposed to have a cool little message. It says, "Hey viewer, thanks for hosting," and it shows how many people they hosted me with. But it doesn't have that, and I can't turn it off either. So now it's just this constant "you got sawed by the guard" noise, and I don't really know what to do with it.
That's as bad as a mistake as not building Chad. On
yeah, that's it's a little bit of a rough one.
Yeah, that's tragic.
It's broken. The whole chat is spamming host, so I don't know if the exclamation points are ever gonna stop. Hope you guys like.
Maybe if you do it enough, it'll just turn into like a soundtrack, you know?
Yeah, I hope you guys like the Metal Gear noise. It's a pretty good noise. Okay, hold on.
This is something they should add for LCS, you know?
This is exactly what we need. Hold on. Hosting alerts. How is this? Wait. It's sound. Metal Gear Solid. Okay, wait. If I click disabled and then click save. Okay, I think we turned it off. I think I actually managed to fix it. And it's not. Oh, it'll stop in a minute, maybe.
I mean, if it finishes all the ones that before, oh my god, the 1v4 he's going in.
The 1 versus 4 CS1. He'll take a couple down with him, but he will not get them all today. Even gods can bleed, Azale. This Master Yi trying to put the team on his back, but not having the success he needs. The gold lead is starting to get a little bit crazy. 7,000, the tune of the lead here for the other guys as the home team is struggling to defend with one inhibitor down. Nicholas Paul, front line, scoring a field goal with that mystic shot.
That was a Chad shift, though. He was in there. He was
I like that.
Definitely not intimidated at all.
I can respect that.
Oh. Ezreal is a. I mean, when you think about it, even though Ezreal is not the most Chad champion,
yeah,
for a bronze player, is it maybe just the ultimate Chad champion? Because think about how brave, how much of a Chad you have to be to lock in a champion that is purely skill shots when you were in bronze.
I mean, you got to be brave. You got to know what's going on. Yeah, you got to be able to keep up with that.
That's like 3 popped collars level of Chad.
I'm pretty sure that the alerts you guys are still getting, by the way, are the ones that got spammed before I learned how to turn it off. But I'm like at least 51% sure that I turned it off correctly. So this should stop eventually. I'm just not sure when. So
maybe in 3 or 4 hours.
So hold tight. Hold tight. It's gonna stop soon. It's gonna stop, I promise. But not actually sure.
71 kills though. Things are looking up. You know, it's pretty good pace. 71 kills, 32 minutes. I'm liking it.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, things are looking good. I mean, Ari working on her third item. Your boy Nicholas Paul still scaling up. You know, he's having a bit of a rough game, but he's working towards his Blade of the Rune King. He's got the build path down. Yi is full build though. Yes. I think it's at this point that Yi needs to sell those boots and buy another BF sword because he's got to keep scaling because he's carrying right now.
Yeah, no, the man has absolutely got to keep scaling. Absolutely got to keep scaling. He's the only hope. He's the only hope.
He is the only hope. He's like, you know, he's Obi-Wan Kenobi at this point. He's become the protagonist.
But can he make it happen? That is a question here. I don't know. Crash. Bad spot to be. Geranion grabbing kill number 11.
Get out of there, Lucky Pot.
Lucky Pot. Oh. Tidal Wave comes through. Tef's Pawn.
The snipe.
Nice. Nicholas Paul grabbing the kill onto Honey Badger, but Tef's Pawn still in some trouble. CS1 grabbing the kill onto Brian. Right back into 3. He's got himself 1. He's got himself 2. He cuts them all down, baby.
Do you see that Alpha Strike on the Caitlyn ultimate that is going to kill him off? And they're going to Baron. This is a comeback right here. They get the ace. Nicholas Paul, Lucky Pot, CS1 going straight to the Baron. Someone might need to help him tank this up, but they're killing him pretty fast. It's looking like he's all right.
That's what I wanted to see right there. This is how you can still win the game. 28-8. CS1 putting the team on his back time and time again into the fray, making everything happen. Look at this guy go. Look at this guy go.
Believe it or not, he is unsigned.
Wait, whoops.
So LCS teams, you need a new jungler.
Yeah.
Things are looking tough. Look no further than CS1.
Meta breaker right here. Sejuani? No. Jarvan? Get that out of my face. Absolutely not. This guy, Master Yi.
Brawler's glove, lethal tempo.
Oh, yeah.
You love to see that.
Oh, yeah. The man knows what's up. The man knows what's up.
Oh, Nicholas Paul, you gotta get out of there. No, the shark. It's all over.
Took a big old bite out of him. You hate to see that happen. You really do. But, nice return kill coming out from Crash. And you remember earlier, Azale, we were talking about Crash sitting on 0-3-0, 1 pointy boy in the inventory. He's currently got 3 pointy boys, 7, 8, and 2, farmed up a little bit better, kept a good head on his shoulders, and now he's playing an important role in what his team's able to do. That's what I'm talking about.
You can hit him with the tilt proof for sure.
That's the tilt proof. Oh, yeah.
The flash over the wall.
Oh, into the back line, but you got to look out for that CC. CS1 getting a little too hyphy, a little too big for his britches.
That's where you have to cut to the technical difficulty screen. You just hit it with the beep. cut away for a second there. Hit him with the elevator music.
Yeah. I just get the do. Yeah. That's exactly what they're doing at this point. But Tef's Pond, oh no. Follow him.
I was going to say, though, I mean, Nicholas Paul, did he get one shot by the Fizz? Yes.
Yep.
But did the 4-kill Ezreal bait the 13-kill Fizz into a 1-for-1 trade?
Yeah. He's just bringing him into a world where there's no way that trade's ever going to be worth it for the red team. Now, Nicholas getting some good damage over the wall there onto Honey Badger, but Elder Drake still going down pretty quickly. Honey Badger trying to defend it. Oh, my goodness. Crash. Oh, my goodness. This guy is the best. Geranion takes down Lucky Pot, but it doesn't even matter, man. Crash got the Drake.
Oh, CS1's coming. He's coming. He's
CS win. Mopping bucket ready. Can he do it?
Oh,
he
no,
knows how much damage he does.
He can't catch him. He has the Essence Sweeper.
Yeah. He's got 100% crit.
That is the most Chad you can do.
Yes.
That is another BF
No
sword.
shoes.
I mean, yes, you are pretty slow, but do boots build out of a BF sword?
No.
They do not. They do not build out of a BF sword.
Absolutely not. I mean,
so by the transitive properties, it's therefore a much better build.
I'm still trying to figure out how to. Okay, skip alert. Does that work? Oh wait, can I just mute those?
I sincerely hope that Pantheon hit him with the all chat. Thanks for the leash, because I feel like that's the classic right there. After you
Yes, TY for leash less than 3.
Exactly.
That's how
like
you
the
do it.
classic. It's the perfect combination of like passive aggressive and like self congratulatory.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
you'd love
yeah.
to see that.
TY for leash, less than 3. You learned it here first, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, open your ears up for a second and tell me what you're hearing.
Okay.
The answer is no Metal Gear Solid alert effects. I finally figured out how to turn it off. And
That's worth a hell yeah.
Hell yeah, it only took 25 minutes.
Yeah, all right. So some more analysis to do here. Gonna have to break it down a little bit for me. So I'm just gonna hit you with a couple questions here. Flowers.
All right, yeah, because I am clearly the analyst here.
Is one Sheen good on Ezreal? How do you feel? When the Ezreal hits a Sheen, feeling pretty good?
Yeah, I like the Sheen. I think that's really
All
good.
right.
That works
All
good
right.
on your Mystic shot.
Exactly. Procs off the Q, sounding pretty good. Gives you poke, CDR, mana.
Yeah, I
Seems
like
it's
it.
pretty
I like
much the complete item.
Yeah,
So most people, they get one Sheen.
Yeah.
And they're feeling pretty good about themselves.
and then you see
What
other
if-
stuff.
You got two Sheens.
Wait, are you talking about like one in each hand? Oh, crash, crash.
Oh, see,
Crash!
get in
Honey
there.
Badger! Oh my goodness,
Oh, no,
this is a disaster. CS1 also taking down a double kill for the Caitlyn. Woo!
Oh, that could be it. That could be it. The tragedy, the Fizz Shark hits CS1 there, takes him down, and
Needed 3
they're
Sheens.
running it down mid.
Needed 3 Sheens.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's unfortunate.
That's a really unfortunate turn of events for the home team.
They don't have any minions. Will they try? Do they base? No, they're going for it. All right.
Okay, you've got to go for it. You got to press up. Like, look at Brian. Brian lost
Does he die?
the last damn that he gave a long time ago. He just backflips up into the air, says, "Take this turret." If he goes down, it doesn't matter. He knows that the team's going to seal the deal right here. It's 10 seconds on Nicholas. It's 4 on Crash. Ladies and gentlemen, a valiant effort from CS1, from Nicholas Paul, from Crash, from Pond, from Lucky Pot. But at the end of the day, it was the challengers, Honey Badger, Geranion, Brian, One-Eyed Gimp, and Sub-Zero that emerged victorious here in game number 1. But, like we said, that's only the first one of the day. We aren't stopping at 1. Y'all showed up and you were like, oh, we're going to watch Captain Flowers and Azael cast a bronze game. No. The S on the end of games. That's the most important part of the sentence. We're gearing up for round number 2 right now. We're going to see exactly how soon that comes along.
I'm going to direct you to the damage charts.
Yeah,
at the end of
please
that game.
do, my good man. We gotta have some stuff to talk about. Nicholas is in queue, so we gotta wait for him to get back into the game.
I mean, he did 44,000 damage in a
Okay.
39-minute game.
That's pretty good.
Next highest damage, 28,763.
So what you're telling me is the Chad was just as strong as we thought it was.
He was. He made perhaps even stronger. I'm not sure you can even quantify how powerful CS1 was in that game.
Oh, CS1 was a monster. CS1 was just running around, just slashing people up. This guy is the kind of Yi you want on your team. He was just going in. He wasn't doing that like skirt around the edge of the fight, wait until somebody's got 200 HP, try to alpha strike auto him for a KS and then flash your mastery stuff. This guy was like 1 versus 3 full health bars. Give me in. Time after time. That's what I want to see.
I'm checking out CS1's OPGG.
Yeah?
He has 5 EA games. He's averaging 10 kills. That's what you like to see.
Yes! 10 kills a game, average.
Yeah, and that's going
Average.
to increase. He just got 20. So things are looking up. Unfortunately, he's had some unlucky games in that. But, yeah, pretty good.
It
I'm
was
actually curious about that
solid.
Fizz, because that Fizz was doing some pretty good stuff, I feel like.
No, the Fizz had some moves. We saw him use flash into landing E successfully and not just like land in the woods somewhere. That's a smurf. That's a smurf.
He has a 38% win rate on Fizz. How is his last 3 games on Fizz? He's popping off though. He's 22 kills, 15 kills, then 15 kills.
It's a lot of kills.
Actually, he's won 6 straight Fizz games, and in every single one he popped off.
Get the thinking emojis ready there, Shaq. Get the thinking emojis ready.
He's popping off. He's popping off for sure.
Yeah, sometimes you learn the champ, and it
You're
all
feeling it.
works out. Yeah, you're feeling it. You're feeling it. Exactly. Thinking emojis. There you go. There you go.
Either way, pretty good stuff from Brian. So who's the MVP? Who's the player of the game?
Now, do we have to follow? So here's my thing. I think if you're following LCS rules,
Okay.
the MVP, because then the MVP has to be from the winning team. If you're
Okay.
following LCS rules, the MVP has got to be the Fizz.
Yeah, it's got to be the Fizz.
It's got to be the Fizz.
He even had the same vision score as his support.
Yeah, the Fizz was on fire. If you're following LCS rules, it's the Fizz. But the last time I checked, Azale, I mean, do you see the words LCS anywhere on our screen?
I do not.
Anywhere in my title?
So if you're thinking what I'm thinking, which is the most Chad build of any of these builds for the winning team?
I mean, I seem to distinctly recall somebody selling his shoes for an Essence Reaver.
I also actually remember that. I do recall that. So
Great minds.
that would be where
Think
my
alike.
vote would go.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and cast a vote in the same direction. And with that, it's unanimous. MVP for game number 1 goes over to CS1, the Master Yi that you all want to see on your team. The man who knows what's up. That's our first MVP. Now, let's see how close Nicholas is to getting into yet another game. Where is my guy here? Champ
I wonder
Select.
if Nicholas should duo Q with CS1.
Ooh.
Do we want to see?
That
Do we want
could
to find
be
out
good.
if he is like consistently Chad? You know, that's is a story that I'm interested to kind of learn more about. Right? Like, you know, is this a guy who's going to be popping off every single game?
Right. 'cause
Was
you
this
can-
the once in a blue moon? You know, does he always go for the Brawler's Glove?
You can
we
watch
got a lot of
one game. Anybody can pop off one game. I think
Exactly.
that's like the rule of League of Legends.
Even I could pop off one game.
I've popped off in one game before. But
Yeah,
if you
it's
can
happened.
pop off, boom,
You
boom,
popped
boom,
off in
boom.
1 year. You had 2016.
Yeah. I had 2016, and I mean, hey, we all saw that NALCS graphic of how good you were at Swain in 2016. That was clearly not a shoop of my Skarner graphic.
Yeah, I was the best Swain. Jat was the best Volibear.
That was the best Volibear. We were all
You
so
were the
good at
best
everything.
Skarner.
And then Kobe was like, no, I wasn't the best in 2016 at something. And we were like, what are you
yeah.
doing?
That's
Sleeping
too
at the
bad.
wheel.
That's a little bit unlucky for Kobe, but I guess it was all downhill for us after 2016.
Yeah,
You know, we
2016 was a good year. I mean, I've seen plenty of streamers talk about it too, man. Tyler, Tarzan, pretty much anybody whose name begins with a T. They all talk about how season 6 was the best season. It's right there. Create a straw poll for MVP. No, you guys don't get to vote. Haven't you ever watched LCS? We don't ask the crowd for the vote.
It's a dictatorship.
Yeah, this is a dictatorship. Get your democratic bullshit out of here. We get to cast the votes. Y'all just get to chill down there in Pleb Town.
Captain Flowers is our glorious leader. Emperor Flowers. He can make the decisions. He can turn the stream off.
What's the title of this stream? It's not Twitch Chat 22. Twitch Chat doesn't get to make the votes.
I like how Captain Flowers 2 was your Twitter name, but that was like too popular to actually to get on Twitch. So you had
No,
to become
it's actually
Captain Flowers
backwards.
22.
It's actually backwards. Captain Flowers 22 is the original one,
Oh.
and it doesn't fit on Twitter. So there could only be 1, 2. So it looked really, really bad because it was like, oh, he had to put a number on his name, and he couldn't even get the first number. So he's just 2.
You're just going through the numbers like, oh, Captain Flowers, this is a good name. All right. Captain Flowers 1, taken. Captain Flowers 2, taken. Captain Flowers 3.
So God,
All the way
man,
to 22.
that feels bad. All right. All right, let's see what Nicholas is getting into. He's in game,
Okay.
and oh my goodness, Azale, he's on the Scion.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we got CS1 again. Okay, so he's going back to the main.
How are we gonna get
And
the
he
same
was-
people? It's in bronze. There's like 40 quadrillion people in bronze. There's no way he's matching with the same guy twice.
I mean, that would have been incredible.
That's why we
That
have to
would've been
make this.
stupendous.
That's why we have to make this a bronze to challenger stream, so that when him and CS both get up to challenger, we can watch them like play with and against
Which
each other.
they
like,
for sure will.
yeah, every single game. It'll just be like, oh, is CS on your team or on the other team this time? But
Yeah.
no, while we're hanging out in bronze 2, there's no way they're going to be on the same team again.
All right. Well, Nicholas Paul's taking off the kid gloves. He's bringing out the main. The
He's got it.
55% win rate.
Yeah.
The 2.75 KDA.
We'll bring up the card for you guys again.
29,000 average damage taken.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. This is the stats. This is what the numbers we pulled were for this guy. This is a champion that he specializes in. This is what we're really talking about. That's the player card right there. By the way, that's
looking good.
That's not actually even a Captain Flowers edit. He deep fried his own Twitter avatar picture. So this is how the man carries himself, and I respect that all day long because he knows he's here to build a brand of conquering bronze. And you don't build a brand out of conquering bronze just by having a normal, boring, vanilla picture. You got to deep fry it and own that. I respect it. I respect it. I really
I'm
do.
liking it. I'm liking it. I mean,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
man has 13 double kills on Scion and a triple kill. How many do you have, Captain Flowers?
None. I never
Exactly.
even played Scion.
There you go.
I played him in an ARAM once and ran into the inhibitor on accident.
I'm actually pretty excited, I've got to say, for the Scion Ultimates. I think this is going to be pretty hype. I want to find out if he's a drifter. I mean, he has a lot of gameplay on Scion.
deja vu. All right, we're getting the clip ready. Hold on. We're getting the clip ready.
All right. I mean, he's played a lot of games on Scion this season. Last season, he actually had a ton. He had like 400 games on Scion last season.
That's a lot of Scion.
Yeah, and this season he's up around 50. He's 56 games on Scion. So this is a man that has a lot of Scion games.
By the way, I would like to thank everybody that hosted the stream earlier for hosting the stream, even though most of you were just being dirty meme dogs and trying to get the Metal Gear noise to go off again. But one person in the list that actually hosted it with 15 viewers instead of 1, so they were actually doing a real host. And a special thanks to you, Space AIDS with a Z _. Thanks for the host. You the man. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming. It's going to fire up here in just a moment once the loading screen has finished.
This is looking like a pretty standard LCS top lane. You got your Scion with Comet, and then he's going up against another extremely meta, very common LCS pick in the Grasp Jin top with TP.
You see,
like,
it,
this is
you
a
see it almost
matchup.
every other game at this point. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I think I've seen
Yeah.
at least 4 Reddit threads this past week asking us to nerf Grasp the Undying Jin top.
Yeah, I mean it's really getting out of hand, and I mean I'd break down the matchup for you guys, step by step. But since we've seen it so often, I don't think we really have to go into it too much. Yeah, you guys know how that lane's going to play out,
Right.
and so do I. So we won't waste too much time with that. But down in the bot lane, you have the Teemo Ignite support. Also very standard. Smoothie, when the Taric and the Alistar get banned out, his third go-to is generally Teemo Ignite for support. So this is looking pretty good. Pretty standard, pretty meta.
Right. And what we're really looking for this game, Azale, and this is one reason why I was excited to do more than one game for people here, is because we got to keep track of the mental. We got to keep track of how our boy Nicholas Paul goes from game to game. Because you can't just do good in one game or do bad in one game, right? You got to make sure that you keep that solidarity there. And I actually can't believe it. Okay, is Nicholas duo with Tef's Pond? He has to be, because there's literally no way they got in the same game again.
I don't know.
I refuse to believe that they got in the same game again.
I mean, I'm looking at the recently played with, and he doesn't have any games recently played with Tef's Pod. So it's not like they're constant duo guys. So I mean, your boy Tide's Pod is back.
Your boy. All right.
And I
Your
mean,
boy Tide Pod.
last game he was he was support. This game he's the mid laner. So
Yeah.
that's a significant step up in the chance to actually carry the game. You get more gold, which means you can build more BF swords or large rods, and that tends to increase your damage, which increases your chance to kill people.
And we've got a couple big names here in this game too, Azale. You've got X Dead Immortal X, which is a name that actually contradicts itself. So this
Household
dude,
name.
Yeah,
Household name.
He's already getting in the minds of his opponents. Even when they're looking at him in the loading screen, like that name, that doesn't make sense. How am I even supposed to play against this guy? You've got the classic Andy is a cuck in the jungle. This guy's, he's going to be building the Chad build.
So here's the question: is he Andy, or is this a name about his friend Andy?
That's a good point. Well, I would think that
That's
he
a
wouldn't
question
be
for the
Andy because you
ages.
don't want to insult yourself with your own name. Like, Faker's not going to go into game and change his name to Faker is bad. That's...
Or does he to throw you off?
Oh, you're talking about next level mind games.
Yeah, I mean, this
See,
is.
I was on this
is
level
some
of
high-level
mind
stuff.
games, but you're up here. You're like this level of mind games.
Oh, now this is next level. Nicholas Paul is leashing 2 camps and losing the entire wave top. And Andy as a cuck is gonna have an insane start.
That's actually a ridiculous start. I hope Andy, if he is Andy,
Yeah, maybe it's not Andy.
maybe it's not
We don't
Andy.
even know who this guy is.
Well, Andy, I hope for Nicholas's sake, Andy knows exactly how much of a favor he just had done for him there, and gives
I mean, if
Nicholas
that
a little
guy
bit of
isn't-
love in the top side.
if he is not camping my lane, like that is a reportable offense.
Yeah. No, I'm.
If you leash 2 camps, that's an automatic report if he does not camp for you.
Yeah. No. If you give your jungler the 2-camp leash and he doesn't immediately go up to your lane, it's time to just start opening up Microsoft Word instead of the game client and just start typing up an essay on why the jungler's bad. Like you gotta make sure that those debts are being repaid. You gotta be ready to go. Because bottom
That's for sure.
bottom lane's going good for the blue team. Ray Gonzo on the Teemo, Black Mitsui on the Lucian.
Tide Pod, get out
oh
of there.
no, Tide Pod.
No flash.
Dizzy Nate. Oh my goodness, he dodged it. The quick feet, the first blood. Zoe's gonna die. Zoe's dead.
That is free.
Double trouble, baby.
We had it wrong the whole time. We thought the Fizz was the Faker Smurf. Tide Pod is the Faker Smurf.
Why you think the news channels have been telling kids, look out for Tide Pods, that shit'll get you. Cause it'll get you.
You thought he was gonna die without using his flash, but he had it calculated.
Woo!
He was baiting them the whole time.
That was OP. All right. We already know who we're looking at this game. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, we gotta find out if Tide Pod can snowball this. I mean, so far, Andy is a cuck. He's just farming. He hasn't ganked at all for Nicholas Paul.
Makes you kind of wonder what was the point of the 2-camp leash.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's not one I've seen myself very often.
I mean, usually when you go for the super leash, it's like, okay, we're gonna get you out onto the map and you're gonna gank. But these next level strats, it's like we're just giving you an EXP advantage, so then maybe you get back out onto the map later with your ult. Maybe. Oh.
Maybe it's again. It's all about confusing.
Oh
no.
Nicholas tries to flash, but Dizzy Nate just stabs him right in the butt with the spear and takes him down. You're not gonna get much out of the dead body on that one.
That's a little bit unlucky, but he does have the Dark Seal, so
Yeah.
you know he's got that going for him. He's got lots of mana, so he can be able to spam that out. We'll see if he has a buy here.
I
got
see.
something.
I see.
got
Keep It
cloth
Taco,
armor.
the Jin One Trick guy who posts a lot on Reddit with his montages, hanging out in the chat right now. I'm sure he's here to learn a couple of things from Javi081002 and the top lane grasp of the Undying Jin. Oh, Tide Pod. I don't know. Dizzy Nate's looking to do his laundry, but not today. Not today. Not enough mana.
Yeah, I mean, you see that guy, you think, okay, he probably figures out all these Jin builds. He figures out how to make it work. Now we know the real story. He's just been exposed. I mean, you called him out being in the chat.
Yeah.
He was here to learn. The man was here to just
He's taking notes.
sit back, relax, take some notes,
Yeah.
figure out how to play Jin in the meta. And you just had to put him on blast like that. I mean, that's kind of messed up, right?
No, I'm not putting him on blast. I'm just making sure because so
I mean,
many
you just
people
exposed him. You just exposed where he got all the strategies from.
No. So many people come to the bronze stream and they're like, oh yeah, it's bronze. We're going to see some goofy stuff. Well, I'm just saying sometimes even the best comes to the bronze stream to learn. There ain't no shame in it. We all learned a
That's
lot
true.
from CS last game. I learned that swords
true.
hurt more than shoes. I learned that you can put a Sheen in each hand. I learned that Pantheon can outsmite a jungler. There's a lot of
These are
stuff
all
that you can
things
learn.
that can happen. Oh, Nicholas Paul has this guy pretty low. Oh, is he gonna get him?
Manages to slam. Oh, that was almost awesome.
That was almost awesome. You noticing this triple traps?
That was awesome. All right, hold on.
Mastery emote.
Master. All right, hold on. We're rewinding this. I know we got more action happening bottom lane, but we're gonna slow this down for you guys. Slowing this down for
He
you
popped
guys.
the mastery and started dancing on him.
All right. Slowing it down. Kaboom. Splat. Down he goes. Look at Nicholas. Walking away. Full style. There's your mastery. Walking back. Oh, the thrust. Oh, the other thrust. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
We were wondering why he was playing Ezreal. He was actually just warming it up. He was warming up the Scion to hit the E's.
Yep. He just knew that he had to get a little practice in there. That's why he had 2 Sheens, so that the Qs would hurt as much as these E's do. Because these E's are packing a wallop. Nicholas Paul going in on Javi yet again. All right, so Team Nicholas doing good for themselves right now. 10,500 to 9,000 gold. Nicholas himself grabbing the solo kill onto that Jhin. This Jhin is clearly not keeping it taco.
He definitely is not. And, you know, the Kindle Gem Rush is also pretty standard on the Grasp of the Undying Jhin top against Scion matchup. So nothing really too surprising there. You know, pretty standard stuff. You're going to be perhaps rushing a Warmogs, maybe, you know. Just go straight to that. Or maybe you can rush a Knight's Vow or something and like link up with your jungler and then 2-man Baron at 20 minutes.
We'll have to see, but
that could be pretty good.
Dizzy Nate is not having the best time right now here in the jungle as Andy is a cuck, making the moves topside, seeing if maybe he can shut down Javi. A lot of burst from the Jhin, but plenty more coming through from a boy Nicholas Paul, grabbing the kill there. Flashes the emote and starts thrusting again.
That's the 55% win rate right there.
That's the 55. That's how you do it.
That's what you like to see. I mean, they're smashing this game, and that right there, you guys forgot about it, actually.
Woo!
You know, you guys forgot about the 2-camp leash that Nicholas Paul pulled off at the start of the game. The 8-minute level 6 Vi gank can only be pulled off in the Grasp Jhin versus Scion matchup if you leash 2 camps.
And remember, Azael's done extensive research into this very meta matchup, so he knows exactly how this plays out down to a T. As Black Mitsui bringing out the culling in the bottom lane, getting a lot of damage down. Every lane is just hard winning this game. Dizzy Nate trying to get the damage onto Nicholas here. Nick, not enough mana to survive on that one. Trying to go back in after Dizzy, but I don't think he's fast enough. Yeah, just the cloth armor and the dark seal there. Doesn't look like we're getting lethality Scion this game, Azael.
No, I don't think we are, you know, but that's okay. You know, he may not be building Chad, but we'll see if he has the Chad mentality anyway.
Right.
It looks like it's going to be a Black Cleaver Rush for the Jhin, so, you know, you can respect that. Get some armor straight in there, you know, stack it up, be able to just kind of punch through that Scion.
Oh, Dizzy.
Tide Pod.
Trying to avoid the wrath of the Tide Pod here. Knocks him up into the air.
Right.
Blue smites him.
Oh,
Shockwave.
Cabrera.
The flash, but dashes back in. Tide Pod getting the outplay there. Getting the outplay. All right.
Andy's showing up, taxing the lane. This classic jungle play.
Yep, that's what you got to do.
Don't worry, I'll push it out.
Yep, that's how you do it. You say, hey, I saw you got that kill and you needed to back up. We're going to reset the lane for you. Andy knows what he's doing here.
Bot lane for Nicholas
Paul. Nicholas Paul, unstoppable. Deja vu. He's been in this place before, but he can't quite find the damage. Flashing forward, still wants to get it. He drops, but can he use the passive? Can he use the passive? Punch him to death. Oh! Oh, you hate to see that one, Azael. You really hate to see that.
I mean, Tarek just saved exhaust like that the whole time? How are you supposed to expect that?
That's hard to play around.
There's no counterplay to that.
That's hard to play around, man. That's hard to play around. All right,
no
Black
one could
Mitsui.
ever predict that he would save the exhaust for the ghost.
I mean, there's one of those. It's one of those things. It's just like the next level mind games that you got to play.
That's true.
We're seeing a lot of those here today. Whether it's in summoner names or whether it's out on the Rift itself, there's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
And you know what's been kind of overlooked this game?
What's that?
You know, I'm a little bit ashamed that we have not actually brought up. Is probably the most impressive build so far on the map. Is what you love to see, the straight needlessly large rod rush on Teemo support. You get that kill.
Yes, that
you
is.
Go back to base. You don't need a Sightstone. You don't need any HP or boots.
Nope.
You need a needlessly large rod.
It's needlessly large with a needlessly large amount of AP. Look at that. You're getting 9 extra damage per tick on your poison. That's almost 10. That's almost 2 digits for one item.
Oh yeah.
2 digits, one item, Azael. That's busted.
I mean, that's value.
Broke.
That's like a 2-for-1 deal. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, so we're on some like Best Buy 2-for-1 special. Let's do it. Nicholas just smacking these traps around. And you know the other thing that I'm a little bit sad that we haven't commented on yet, that chat has been just going completely off on. Weezus, the Zoe, hanging out on the spawn platform for a good 10 minutes here. He seemed to not be too happy after that level 1 double kill that went over to Tide Pod. So he's just chilling.
Yeah, it's looking like the classic open mid for Weezus here. But let's be honest, they're pretty far behind anyway.
It's a rough one. It's a rough one. It's always a bit of a difficult situation when you try to dive at level 2 and both your guys die, one of them to minions.
He's back.
But you gotta stay tilt-proof. Zoe, you're not gonna get any honors like this, my man. You gotta stay the course. Ride the storm out. Clear that hurdle.
You gotta see the strong mental, you know?
Yeah. Strong mental.
Lose is improved, so
we'll
see.
Nicholas getting juked out there by the flash. Javi escaping the wrath of the Deja Vu Drift. But Javi is still, I don't know. The Jin, the Grasp of the Undying, is not keeping him super healthy. And Andy, as a cuck, just comes up and smacks him right in the mouth with that big old fist.
Yeah,
Feels bad.
Like a pretty free gank there. And, you know, Ray Gonzo here, Teemo support. He's actually a time traveler. He's going to go back in time and buy a death cap on last patch.
Yeah.
That is why he is going the large rod into the blasting wand. You know, he's actually building the previous death cap here. So
I'm trying to remember which player it was, but one of the LCS games this past week, I believe one of the players did the same thing. Oh yeah, he did the same thing.
That's how you know that this is LCS.
This is an LCS level mistake. Anybody could make this.
This can happen to anybody.
Okay, Dizzy Nate.
Tide Pod, because this guy's nuts.
All right, Tide Pod. Can he outplay this though? Drowsy connects. Paddle Star comes out. Okay, shutdown goes over to Weezus. Even though he's been out of the game for a little bit, he comes back and he comes back strong. So maybe the mental is there. Maybe he was just having computer problems. Maybe he burned the toast.
I mean, the TI-83 ran out of batteries.
Yep.
He had to hit him with the hot swap.
Maybe he had a math test yesterday. It was overheating.
Exactly. He forgot to recharge. Graphing takes a lot out of that thing.
It really does. Most of them are solar powered.
That battery power.
What if it's raining? There's just no way out.
There's no sun.
Dead Immortal living up to his name. He's going to drop in this fight, though. Black Mitsui going forward. Looking for a little bit more damage, but the Twitch trying to outplay this. I don't know how to pronounce his name because it's got a Q in it, and Q words are hard. Black Mitsui with the flash in your face. Kaboom!
Nicholas Paul's on the roam. Zoe doesn't see him.
Okay, and Weezus. Oh! Nope. Down the Ray Gonzo. There's that needlessly large rod paying off.
This is the you can see where the 55% win rate is coming from.
Oh, you do.
These are the kind of roams you like to see. The Scion counter gank on the roaming Zoe. This is some good stuff here from Nicholas Paul. You know, he's been in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason we put those stats on our player card, Azale. There's a reason that this is what we pointed out for why this guy is so good. So
the TP.
We should have known that that's what we're getting as Dizzy Nate tries to make the moves, but he's gonna he's gonna feel dizzy after that one. I'm glad to see Nicholas Paul has not given up on the emote spam into the thrust as well. Really sticking true to his Scion game plan. Keys, Dead Immortal. Oh, there's no way out of that one. Black Mitsui dominating on this Lucian, the slows, the damage, the Scion itself, the mastery. Falls asleep before he can thrust. Let's see if he still does it. Nope. Missed the window.
This is brilliant. How can you anticipate that? How can you anticipate the Scion roam bot to counter gank Zoe into the wait in the bush for the Xin to be down there? I mean, there's no counterplay to that.
Oh no, Javi. This guy can just not catch a break this game. Andy is definitely got his number after just initially, like we said, he didn't pay off a lot of that early leash by going top. But after level 6 came online, he was in there.
Yeah, exactly. It was all about the rush to level 6.
Ooh. And Weezus was really thirsty for that one in Tide Pod. And he was like, all right, well, here you go. Gave him a little bit of the laundry sauce.
Uh-oh.
Black Mitsui trying to run away from this one. Oh, Tide Pod finally goes down. Black Mitsui might just here as well. Dead Immortal and Keys want to make this one happen. Sidestep in the stun. Black Mitsui. Oh!
The
And he tries to stopwatch the poison. If they didn't go back over the wall, he could have maybe made it out. That was almost a smooth criminal, man. That was almost it.
That was pretty sick. But I'm going to give you the credit. He's swapping the TP back to the heal. So he's mixing it up. Ooh, he's going heal ignite. You like to see that. Yeah. That's
Chad.
Some aggressive play.
That's Chad right there.
Doesn't need flash.
Nope.
Doesn't need boots.
The Silsol special.
He's going Duskblade.
Oh.
He's going second item Duskblade with ignite. So then you group up with a Scion. You wait in the bush. You have the Duskblade proc. Out of nowhere, dashes on you. Pop, pop, pop. And then pops the ignite.
Now see, I'm going to give you guys a history lesson, chat, because I know a lot of you weren't around back in the days of Season 1. You weren't around for the old school League of Legends culture. Well, back in the day, there was a man in high elo named Silsol. And nobody else in high elo knew how Silsol was high elo. Because Silsol took heal ignite every single game. And people would get mad and report him and everything else. But he wouldn't stop. He just always took heal ignite. And he played stuff like Draven that didn't have dashes. So whenever you see that, it's respect. Dizzy Nate, not respecting that Silsol salute, nearly getting himself taken down, barely walks away.
Yeah, that ignite was just barely on cooldown. Otherwise, that would have been a free kill. So you can see why I took it. Looking pretty good. We got the Ludens complete for Tide Pod. That's looking pretty good. And Nicholas Paul not building the boots yet. He's waiting on it. Look at the Teemo. He's just sitting behind him. He's setting up the flank.
All right, chat, you were right. It is more like Season 3. Draven didn't exist in Season 1. Har, 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 mega lol. I know. Red team's trying to get away now. Nicholas drifts into a different location, but a nice 3-man shockwave from the Tide Pod's going to put them all in the wrong spot. Dead Immortal's going to keep the team holding on for just a moment, but it's a double kill for the Pod himself as Raygonzo takes down the enemy Xin Zhao, barely getting away. The curtain call opens up. Black Mitsui going to be looking for even more here. Still has that Duskblade ready to go. Not going to be going to sleep today. Javi knows he's going to die, but he wants the blue buff before he leaves. Throwing down the trap. Tries to get Raygonzo. The nice blind going to make it a 1-for-1, though.
Raygonzo waited in the bush for like 2 minutes. And then he gets the flank at the perfect time.
He knew what was up.
And guess what he built? You remember last game? I'll bring you back to the last game where we had a certain Yi.
Going back in time.
I picked up 3 daggers early on. So I will grant you, 2 daggers is not as many as 3.
No.
I did the math.
Obviously not.
But
yeah, it checks out.
I mean, it's looking like it's the pop-off is probably coming. We saw what Yi did with 3 daggers. What can Raygonzo do with 2 daggers?
Well, Raygonzo sitting on 3-1 and 6 on this Teemo, but Black Mitsui and Tide Pod both went down. Nicholas in some trouble. Dizzy Nate getting himself uppercutted by Andy. Nicholas is really trying to walk away from this one, but it's really not working out so well.
He needs boots.
He doesn't have them. Boots don't make him tanky.
You got to get those shoes on your feet. You need your Nikes.
Unfortunately, when the alive version of you is slow, the dead version of you is also slow. So he's not getting a lot of value out of the passive here today. There's still, though, one man on this map, Azael, that has not died. Andy is a cuck. Has not got himself smacked once yet this game.
And you know what has died? 143 minions.
That's he almost Flame Horizoned Dizzy Nate. He's got the highest farm in the game as the jungler.
This is insane.
This is some Season 6 jungling, just power farm. Ooh. Dizzy Nate taking down Raygonzo there with the help of Javi. The deadly flourish to make sure they can lock that Teemo down. Now you see, the problem for Raygonzo is, if you look at his inventory right now, Azael, just allow your eyes to be attracted to that part of the screen here for a quick moment.
They naturally are anyway, so I was kind of
he's got what I like to call the garage sale. None of these items are done. It's just a bunch of random shit sitting on a table. And you need to have some items completed there. Dizzy Nate, popped again. Black Mitsui, the damage from the Dustblade and the Essence Reaver, a little bit too much there for old Nate.
Yeah, it's a bit of, he's rocking the bargain bin,
Yeah, he'll have that.
But the thing about these builds, many people, kind of inferior analysts, will criticize these builds. They're talking about, items are worth more when you complete them than with their individual pieces. It's a waste of gold. It's a bad build path. But you know what they're not taking into consideration is the fact that when you complete 3 items on one base, think of the power spike. People talk about the Trinity Force counter spike.
Yeah.
What if you complete a Trinity Force, an IE, and a Duskblade on one base?
You're not even playing the same game anymore.
Exactly. How can anyone anticipate the damage that's going to be coming out? I mean, that's actually impossible. There's literally nothing you can do as an opponent. I mean,
the whole game turns on its head.
Game. Yeah, they're doing no damage to you. Like, oh, okay, this guy's going to be free. Let me walk up to him with all his items that make no sense. But then you press tab after getting instantly one-shot by the Duskblade, and you see 3 items.
Oh, and now Dizzy
Where did
Nate
it come from?
sees the team coming in, but the Tide Pod is low, and the stun rings true. Dizzy Nate tries to get the culling, tries to get away from the culling, but not today. Dead Immortal, he's an alive Immortal, but not for long. A double kill over to Andy.
You know what I just noticed?
What's up?
Take a look at Zoe's vision score.
Sometimes you'll have that. It's warding's a little hard. It's okay. Maybe the trinket ward isn't actually on a hotkey. I mean, there's one critical thing. It's tough.
You have to remember about wards, and it's this. Wards do not do damage.
Right. They don't do any damage. If you check the end of the game scoreboard, you will never see damage dealt by wards. Andy is a cuck. Andy is a tank. It's so difficult for this Jhin to kill him. Dizzy Nate needs one more attack. Gets it with the wind becomes lightning. Now he's up against Nicholas Paul, but the thing is, Nicholas has no mana. He doesn't win this. Nicholas has to get out. Dizzy Nate is about to slap him silly. Nicholas goes down.
Tarek came in. There's no mana left. He had the Swifties, but they are not swift enough.
Dizzy did a good job there. Go ahead, throwing back the spear stab to keep himself okay. Red team's hanging on. Granted, they're down 11,000 gold, but they're hanging on.
But you have to consider they were down 10,000 gold and before 15 minutes. So when you look at it, you know, the glass is kind of half full. They're not really, the lead is not increasing. Sure, they're down 10,000 gold, but they were down 10,000 gold like 8 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So now at this point, you acclimate to the gold disadvantage that you have. You're used to being this behind. You adapt. You begin to evolve.
Yeah. Somebody in Twitch chat can adapt the Bane line about being born in the gold deficit, and he's ready to go. He's ready to go. They didn't even know what it was like to be 10,000 gold down before they put on the mask or something. Javi08 though, he's known what it's been like to be on the back foot this entire game. Constantly in some trouble here, getting away. Black Mitsui taking low. Keys though, this Twitch has the damage. The blind down onto the Jhin. And he goes in for the unstoppable dunk yet again. Domination, the name of the game for him. Ray Gonzo barely able to get away until finally they take him down. But Tide Pod gets the revenge kill as Nicholas Paul slams one up into the ground. The stun comes through. Tide Pod popping the stopwatch, keeping himself okay for now. Dead Immortal trying to get out. Keys also trying to get out, but Andy's right on top of him. He can't even breathe. The man is suffocating. Keys. Nice shot from Nicholas Paul to set that one up. Gonna make Andy godlike. Dead Immortal just trying to hobble away, the last man standing. No way to catch up to him for now. Okay, he's out, but the inhibitor, that's in trouble.
You may be wondering, where did all that team fight damage come from for the blue team? Let me direct your eyes to the 11 stack Magi Soul Stealer on the Scion. That is where the damage comes from.
The 11 stacks, damn.
I mean, that is like way more than 4 stacks or even 7 stacks. That is 11 stacks.
It's even more than 10.
It is.
That's all you could get with a Dark Seal. He had to upgrade this item to be as strong as he is right now. He had to.
I mean, the goal of the game is to continue scaling.
Right.
You know, when you cap out at the 10, the only logical step is to upgrade it. It's the same kind of principle, you know, with when you have a Brawler's Glove and your inventory is full of Brawler's Gloves and you can't actually buy any more Brawler's Gloves.
You have to turn one into a sword.
Exactly. You have to upgrade. You have to evolve. You have to keep moving forward.
One foot in front of the other, even if you don't have
Brawler's
shoes.
Glove in front of the other.
Yep. Just put gloves on your feet, gloves on your hands, put the 5th glove on your head.
Just keep on getting gloves.
Whole inventory of gloves.
I mean, gloves are a lot easier to hold, right? Like, theoretically, all these swords, that seems tough to hold. But gloves, like, you can put gloves in your pocket, right? That seems more realistic. My immersion is not ruined by someone having a lot of gloves.
No. Now, if you're walking around with 6 infinity edges, that's actually just silly. Wait.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. But, like, 6 gloves? I could have, like, one really big pocket, and 6 gloves could
all
fit in
go
that
in there.
one pocket.
Every single glove goes into the same
Or,
pocket.
yeah, it could all be on one hand. Like, that could just be, like, a ridiculously warm hand. I mean, it might be uncomfortable, but you could do it.
Well, if we're talking about being uncomfortable, a couple of these blue team carries are not feeling the most comfortable ever right now. We lost both Tide Pod and Black Mitsui. Mitsui traded out his heal for a teleport and his ignite for a flash. So he's rocking the top lane summoner spells right now, doing his Huni cosplay. Looking like the top lane Lucian.
Andy as a cuck still has not died. I mean,
No.
this man is the flawless infinite KDA. We got the Ray Gonzo Teemo split push. Oh my god, that damage.
Ray Gonzo, we're talking about this guy having the garage sale, hitting the power spikes.
Laugh at the
Yes! Laugh at him and give him the conqueror of the league.
Oh, he's going back in.
Ray
He's not
Gonzo's
satisfied
like-
with 1 kill.
He's like, this Zoe is really looking to mess with me. Flashes forward knowing the mushroom would proc. Ray Gonzo, the god. All right, Keys gets him, but he still did some really cool stuff.
And this is why you buy the Dustblade. You want to camp that bush? What other Lucian build could have seen that ward? Answer me that. Is there another item that could have spotted the ward? No, there is not.
No, I don't think so.
Dustblades save lives.
Dustblade is a top tier vision score item. Zoe clearly needs one. Get that vision score.
Zoe would have infinitely more vision score. And check the math on that. Literally infinitely more vision score if she had a Dustblade.
Yeah.
How valuable is that?
Anything over 0 that's not also 0 is infinity.
There you go.
All he has to do is get 1. And he will be infinity better than he currently is doing.
Oh no.
Black Mitsui? Oh, the
Tide
keys! The damage! The Taric ulti! Dead Immortal just standing right next to his boy Keys to make sure that goes off. Nicholas Paul getting gunned down by the ulti from Javi. And honestly, Azael, for a team that's been down 10,000 gold or more for the past 15 minutes, Red Team's doing a pretty good job holding the line here.
I mean, Twitch is scaling, man. It's getting a little bit scary. Twitch has been popping off in some of these fights. Got to give credit to Dead Immortal. Like, that was actually a really good locket. Like, he did everything right there. He hit the locket on the shockwave, absorbed that, hit the ult, he pops the W and the heal on Twitch. You keep Twitch alive, and this team has a chance to come back, and Dead Immortal is on top of that.
Yeah, Dead Immortal, even, like, he had the Bastion tied to the Twitch. Like, the Twitch was going to get
Wait.
the
I'm
ult.
going to have to interrupt you for a second.
Okay, important news.
Important news. Check out the Teemo inventory here.
Oh my god.
This man is about to go on bare minimum a 20 kill streak.
AP burst on hit crit impin Teemo.
The build
The
has
truly meta build.
Oh, here
There's
it is.
nothing it's missing. Dude, Dizzy tries to knock him away, but he's already dead. He's already dead. Ray Gonzo drops Dizzy Nate. He's healing. He's healing. This man fighter has no stops, no inhibitions. He knew he was gonna die to poison. That's some Mulan shit right there. Fight till you can't fight no more. Dizzy Nate.
Oh, the Scion ultimate. Oh,
What?
that was insane.
All right, that's some of the most poggers things we've seen the whole day. That was awesome.
That Zin is a monster.
Dead Immortal going in, trying to set up the team for the
no,
plays.
Keys.
Keys is already able to take down the Tide Pod. Dizzy Nate going back in, trying to fight Nicholas. Jumps into the slam that time. Not exactly what you wanted to see, but my goodness gracious, Azael. This whole game. This whole game.
They need to get over there. We gotta get. Andy is still alive.
Andy,
He's
you,
dead. Oh, he's basing. They don't know.
Oh, no.
They don't know.
Red Team's actually going to get the Baron.
Oh,
Team
you hate to
Nicholas
see
is
that.
throwing. Ooh. All right, Azael, let's go ahead and dial this in. Let's go ahead and make a call
Okay.
inside the mind of the blue team right now. Hold on. Beep beep boop boop beep beep boop. Yes, hello. Hello, blue team. All right, I got to talk to you guys about the mental, because right now this isn't looking very good. This isn't looking very good.
This is where you have to go to the tried and true. You have to ping assist in mid lane, ping everyone who is not coming to mid lane, and you A-ramp. You run it down mid, 5-man strong, You get behind Nicholas Paul. He needs the front line for Ray Gonzo. Ray Gonzo has a brawler's glove in that item. He's building up. He's strong. They just got to defend it.
But can they do it? Right now, you're up against a 10-kill Twitch with 4.5 items. The Drake's being taken. Ray Gonzo putting in the DPS on that. 8,000 gold lead for the blue team. Red team's going to look to close that. Zoe uses the flash, but it was a fake flash. Andy coming in, seeing Wavy what they can make something happen here. The Taric ulti stopping the Tide Pod slam. Dead Immortal having to get himself back, but the name of the game is Keys. If he's still alive, blue team's got some problems. He's kiting away right now. Andy and Nicholas doing their best, trying to take these guys down. Dead Immortal wants to peel for this Twitch if he can. Andy almost about to be handed his first death of the game. Keys goes on a rampage, make it a double. This is what happens when you let Twitch scale one of the few true hyper carries in League of Legends. And he gets the kill on Andy too. Is this the game? Is Red Team Ray Gonzo? Oh, this is going to be a base race ending. Ray Gonzo says they're already in our base. All I can do is take theirs.
Oh no.
Javi's trying to stop this, but the blind does a lot of damage. Oh, Keys from behind, but Dizzy Nate. It's Dizzy Nate.
I think that's game. I mean,
Dizzy Nate's on the base.
Can he get up? We'll have to see.
Black Mitsui has to do this. Dizzy Nate with a dash backwards, not only to get out of the turret aggro, but proc the attack speed. Dizzy's just trying to keep Black Mitsui away. Look at this man. He's a monster. Knocks him right up into the air. Tide Pod trying to save the day here. Okay. Can they get it? Dead Immortal. Look at this dude. He's just taking the hammer to it. Tide Pod's down. If Dizzy Nate can stay alive long enough to put a couple more auto attacks into this, they could win right here. It is going to be stopped. Andy is a cuck, back alive in time. Nicholas Paul working together, the 2 versus 1 juggle trouble. All right. They hold the line.
The miracle defense from your boy Nicholas Paul, respawning at just the right time.
He's making it happen. He's making it happen.
Keys is here, man. Keys is almost a full build Twitch.
Keys
running it down mid and
scary. Keys 14 kill.
Ray Gonzo's got it out there. They need it. They need all men on deck.
Oh no, Keys opens up. He's hitting everybody, but the blind! Ray Gonzo! Is that the hero play they need? Nicholas Paul goes down. Ray Gonzo gets hit by the big crit. Andy is a cuck trying to save this one, but at the end of the day, you gotta be kidding me. The defense. The red team. The Keys.
10,000 gold lead at 15 minutes, but it was not enough.
They threw.
The DC mid laner.
Zoe wasn't there for half the game and never placed a ward. That game
zero
ended
vision score.
with 0 vision score.
Zoe is in all chat right now. GG easy, better mid wins.
GG easy, best mid wins.
I mean, really, you've got to say, taking a look at the game as a whole, pretty standard stuff, very expected. Start to finish, it's just one of those things that when Jin hits his Deadmans, plus his Glacial Shroud and Mod Malmortius combination,
right?
His grasp has stacked up so much health at that point that he essentially becomes immune to death, and that is really where the grasp tank Jin top turns on. It's just one of those things where it's very similar to Fiora. You've seen Fiora take over games. Mm-hmm. Same thing here with Jin. You hit that timer, and that's about it. You run out of time.
You're on the clock. As soon as the game starts, you've only got so long that you're actually allowed to play League of Legends until they pretty much just start playing some MMO, and you're one of the trash mobs they're farming for an NPC. They got to collect 10 of you, and you're the only one on the map, so you're about to get bopped 10 times.
I mean, you're one of those little guys. You're looking like a homeless person walking around in your starter gear.
Yeah.
And they have like a fiery crown. There's like lightning coming off of their cape. They're floating as they're walking around.
You're walking around. You look like a hobo dressed in a trash bag. This dude looks like he just got back from the king's wardrobe itself, and you got to somehow deal with that 1 versus 1. It's not happening.
Exactly.
It's not happening.
They basically bought the DLC, and you did not.
Yeah.
That's
sorry.
what it comes.
Sorry, they got loot boxes. They got loot boxes. You didn't buy any. Pay to win. All right.
MVP.
Nicholas Paul is in Champion Select.
Who's the MVP flower?
Oh, we got to do the MVP. Okay. Now, see, that game was crazy. I don't actually know. Who are we giving MVP to? Because there was so many big... I mean, Tide Pod with the first blood double kill. That was cool.
But he did not snowball that lead.
No, he didn't. Andy as a cuck went 35 minutes without dying. Still
did.
had decent KDA.
That's true. But,
I mean,
Nicholas Paul gave him the 2-camp bleach, right?
Yeah. I'm half tempted to give it to Zoe, ironically, for managing to finish a game with 0 vision score.
I mean,
because I think that's an achievement.
With no vision score, this takes me back to one of my Diamond SoloQ games last season. Where I was asking one of my bottom laners, why perhaps they had not put out very many wards on the map.
Okay. That's a good question.
He hit me with a very reasoned, very well thought out and measured response of, "You can't make plays when you're warding, idiot." And because of that logic, I think that Zoe was the MVP.
That could line up. Maybe if you're too concerned about wards, you're not concerned enough about gloves and killing the enemy team with them.
Exactly.
At the same time, though, did you see the boy Dizzy Nate? I mean, the first part of the game, he was like 1-8. He got Flame Horizon. Dude was looking like a melee minion that spawned 30 seconds later than he was supposed to. He was juggling around with his spear, trying to get in the right spot. He's like, which lane am I supposed to run down? And bad time. But what does he do? He's like, no, I don't care about that. I got a mission. I'm playing my game. And he scales up and just full-on montages these guys, dashing out of the way of the Scion ulti, going and soloing people at the end, knocking Lucian up into the air, right on the steps of the fountain.
I mean, he did a lot of damage.
Dude came back.
He did like 8,000 more damage than the Vi. The Vi was up 100 CS. So he was busy making plays. I mean, he was fighting people while Vi was fighting minions. I'm willing to defer to your judgment. This is your stream after all.
That's true.
This is, and I'm not trying to get thrown in jail for having a dissenting opinion from
You're not trying to get thrown. No, you can't get thrown in jail. Your name is on the guest starring thing. That means you're one of the dictatorial elites. Yeah.
Okay.
Because in the dictatorship,
I'm part of the ruling class.
Yeah. In the dictatorship, you've got the guy who rules, but you've also got the homies of the guy who rules who just get to party and do other fun stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm part of the squad.
Yeah. You're part of the squad. We got that.
Okay,
We got that.
All right. Well, I like. I mean, the Twitch was popping off too. It's a hard choice.
We could just, dude, and the Taric constantly protecting the Twitch. How would he have got that big without it? All right.
What I think we might have to do? We might have to straw poll it.
All right, we're straw polling it. Hold on. Straw poll. Type your question here. MVP Game 2. All right, here we go.
This is on the fly production.
Yeah, this is on the fly. This is how we do it. Hold on. Who else was on the team?
We got Tarek, we got Zoe, we got Jin, we got Zin, and we got...
Oh, wait, fuck. I gotta make a new one. I mean, frick. PG quality stream.
Yeah, you only get one.
Yeah. You only get one. PG-13. All right. MVP Game 2. So, Nicholas, Paul, Andy is a cuck.
Don't worry. Everyone's spamming fine, but we can fix that in post. We can edit that out.
SoloQ.
You'll start talking, and then it'll just go beep. Then it'll be fine.
What was Timo's name? I can't remember.
Timo was Ray Gonzo.
Okay.
Oh, you're giving all 10. It's the
we're doing it. Yeah, everybody gets a chance to be in there.
Everybody
gets a chance to be in there.
It's equal opportunity.
Grasp, Jin. Wait, who was the jungler? Oh yeah, Dizzy Nate.
We got Dizzy Nate. We got
Vision,
Javi,
Zoe,
Jin, Vision, Zoe.
Keys, Twitch.
It's the Lee Sin Zoe build.
What was Tarek's name?
Tarek was Dead Immortal X.
Oh yeah, Dead Immortal Tarek. Okay, create poll. All right, chat. There you go. Straw poll. Vote, everybody. You best be voting right now. All right. Going back into the games. Let's see what's going on here. Nicholas Paul, in game, 3 minutes. We're going to load in. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting back into game. Number 3 this time around. Let's see where Nicholas is going to fall. I haven't actually had to change the home team versus other guys thing yet, which is pretty cool. Oh! And, of course, I jinx it. Okay, there's no way Nicholas isn't dueling with Tide Pod because Tide Pod's on his team again.
All right, they're doing. I respect it.
Okay.
They did the duo bot. It didn't work out. They hit up the solo lanes.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, Tide Pod back to the bot lane. You know, he was doing pretty well in the Morgana.
All right, straighten these team names out here. Oh, wait, that one's crooked. Whoops. Wait, still crooked. Holy cow. Please work. All right, whatever. It's good enough. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're just now joining the show, we're in to game number 3 of Bronze Stream Action Solo Queue. Pure, authentic games, by the way. This is not pre-recorded. These people are not professional actors and or Smurfs, to my knowledge, even though there were a couple questionable ones earlier. And this is all bronze, all the time, all day, guest starring my good buddy, Azael. Are you ready for round 3?
Is this guy a Twitch streamer? T-Man TV? Sometimes I see people with like the TV, Twitch TV.
Oh, yeah, maybe he is. What if he's streaming?
What if he is streaming?
All right, he's going to compete with us. He better not have more viewers than me. Hold on.
He might. I mean,
let's see if he has more viewers than me. All right. There's only I'm looking at the League of Legends category right now. We only got 2 people with more viewers than me. One of them is in a language that I can't read and the other one's Tyler. So I'm pretty sure this guy's not Tyler. So we're good. We're good.
I've got to admit, I'm feeling the Smite, Relic Shield, Vigar support start.
Yeah? You
and
feel
he's
that?
invading.
I feel
he's
good?
invading solo.
All right. Let's
I mean,
see what he's
aggressive.
got. How's your wheat crop? Always glad to see somebody who comes from a cornfield. I'm glad to see somebody concerned about agriculture. The dude knows what his priorities are.
I mean, this is your heritage.
Yeah,
right?
this is where I come from. How's your wheat feel?
This is one of those like history minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
God.
I think History Channel's mostly shows about like driving trucks and investigating swamp people these days. But if this was like History Channel from 1999, we'd be in there, man. We'd be in there.
More historical than the History Channel is these days.
Swamp people driving trucks down an ice road. On tonight's episode, Bubba doesn't know if he can get the truck through the swamp. Tensions rise high as Jimbo tries to take his competition.
This sounds like too real. I'm now wondering, like, I was always like, what does CaptainFlowers do on his weekends? Now I know.
I do voiceover work for Discovery Channel. I do voiceover work for Discovery Channel. That's my midnight job. All right. Back into the game though. Nicholas Paul once again on the Scion. Remember the card we showed you guys earlier. 55% win rate. All right, 3rd game in a row. We're 3 for 3 where somebody at least DCs for some amount of time. Oriana's just disconnected.
I mean, Zoe won last game after being offline almost the whole time.
Zoe was disconnected for half the game, and the other half of the game she plays no wards, and then she wins. And there's no justice if she didn't type better mid wins.
Yeah, that's true. That's just like a necessity. Tide Pod is asserting dominance down here.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Tide Pod. I've liked what we've seen from him so far.
Flash.
Flashing
Oh,
away.
Blossom Tree?
Oh, he's baiting Blossom Tree and Tide Pod. Oh, nice, stylish 4th shot for the kill from Dirty Bird. I like that name.
That's how you stack your cull. You stack your cull on people.
Yeah.
Just like that. Even though it doesn't give you a stack.
Kill's a kill. Well, it should be. It gives you a kill at heart.
It should. It
really
should.
Look at the description of Cull. Killing a lane minion gives blah blah blah. Killing 100 lane minions. Killing 100 lane minions grants 350 bonus gold immediately. 350 Azael. It's almost enough for a glove. That's almost enough to get you going.
That's true. That's you're well on your way, So it's looking pretty good. And I'm liking the logic on the smite because there's a lot of toxic ADC mains out there who are going to flame you if you miss your Targon proc on a cannon. They're not
going to be happy about it.
They're going to ping you. They're going to stop letting you get your Targon's procs. You can just smite the cannon. You could just smite the kid. That's a guaranteed relic shield proc.
There's no
You're
reason
never
not
gonna
to.
miss that.
There's no reason not to.
That's free.
That's free. That's the
easy.
freest, baby. The freest. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Omega Isaiah has not come back though, so it's looking a bit unlucky. But you know, sometimes when you lose a couple games in a row, you need a little helping hand here. So Nicholas Paul, Tide Pod, they've lost a couple in a row. Omega Isaiah is offline for a while, so they're gonna get a bit of a lead. You know, that's it's fair is fair.
People always talk about, hey, sometimes you get in a game, a solo queue, and your mid laner says, "Sorry, I have to go to bed," or "Mom wants me for dinner." Maybe it's one of those games. Maybe Omega Isaiah didn't do his homework. Maybe
That's
he
true.
failed that math test that we were talking about that some of these guys broke their calculators on. You'll never know. You'll never know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
It's difficult to find out sometimes. But T-Man TV, breaking even with Nicholas Paul here in the top lane. Not a lot to talk about there. Junglers aren't doing a whole lot yet.
Oh, he back.
Either. All right, we've got Omega Isaiah back in the picture.
Yeah, things looking pretty good in the bot lane here for our heroes for Tide Pod. Blossom Tree might just die again.
Blossom Tree. Oh, but Dirty Bird. Oh, just barely being kept alive. Tide Pod with the clutch heal. This dude knows what's up, and how's your wheat crop? Can't quite find it. The CC for days. Cheat 30, locking him down, taking him out, and bringing the team up to a 4-0 lead.
I mean, Tide Pod is popping off. Gets the heal just in time there. And is it C cheat 30? Cheat 30? I don't know.
I'm just calling him Cheat 30.
You know what the problem was here? I just realized, you know, when you're looking at the bot lane, some people might be saying, "Oh, well, it's because there's, you know, Smite on the Vigar support. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's why they're losing." You know, Smite, perhaps some would say it's not a powerful combat summoner. But you know what the real problem was?
What's that?
Blossom Tree bought a Kerchi shard. That cost 800 gold. Guess what else you could have bought with 800 gold?
2 gloves.
You could have had a glove
One
for each hand.
For each hand. 10
20%
fingers deep in gloves.
You could have. I mean, essentially, you're guaranteed to crit. He would have killed the Jhin.
Yeah. All he needed was 1 crit. He would have needed 1 crit, and he kills the Jhin.
Exactly.
But you'll have that sometimes. Some of these meta optimizations are a bit tricky. Now let's see if T-Man TV can get himself out of this one. Doesn't seem too concerned. He actually realizes, he's like,
he's
wait a
going back
second.
in.
Oh, just a little bit off on that Demacian Justice.
He wants more.
He's
still
really
running
still
after
thinking
him.
about this. I don't know how well this is going to work out for him. He does
This
have
is
heal
false.
on the Garen, which is a little bit unusual.
Yeah, but again, it's how can they expect, right? There's no way to expect that. And he could have flashed for that.
Yeah.
He could have flashed for that. That would have been a manly move. I would have loved to see that. You know, the flash silence, but Nicholas Paul has it all calculated. He's back to base. Things are looking good.
Dirty Bird still doing a good job farming up here in the bottom lane. Now, all right, Azael, talk to me about how you feel about the tech choice of Mercury Tread's first Jhin.
Well, I mean, there's essentially no possible way to avoid the Vigar cage, you know?
Right.
Especially when
It's
he has
really
Smite.
big.
It is
see,
really
look,
big.
Look, right there. Dirty Bird.
Exactly.
Merc Tread's paying off. Huge.
Oh,
Coming
the
back with some
turnaround?
CC of his own. Tide Pod, once again, just setting these plays up. There's a reason so many people are afraid of these things.
I mean, he's getting a lot of value out of it, you've got to say. I mean, he's already been hit by 2 cages. Think of how much CC reduction that is. And now, there you go. Easy kill. Couldn't have done that with anything else.
Easy money. Tide Pod setting that one up, grabbing the kill as Swag Champ 341 tries to go in, but the CC comes out. Cheat decides to back away, though.
The alt?
But Dirty Bird, he's still got another
Oh.
shot to make. Doesn't get it.
Oh, that. Oh, my God. He was so close.
That deadly foot. But Cheat's here. He takes a big old bite out of him. Wheat crop? I don't know. No, the double kill. 7-0. This game is dirty.
I mean, things are looking pretty good.
Okay, to be
Yeah.
fair, remember that our heroes team also had a 10,000 gold advantage at 15 minutes in the last game.
Yeah,
So,
that is true.
You
It's something
can't
you have to
call
consider.
it till the
Oh,
next
the drift?
falls.
The drift?
Deja vu. Nice collision. Takes out 2/3 of the HP almost immediately. Isaiah with the flashback. Blossom Tree still trying to hold his own down here, but this Twitch, he does finally have the Brawler's Glove. He does have the glove, so that's online.
So he is power spiking.
But he's power spiking against a 1-0-5 Tide Pod that has just been taken over this bottom lane.
Yeah, Tide Pod has been popping off. You know, Nami, pretty good early on, but much like the Nicholas Paul.
Oh, Paul grabbing the kill onto Isaiah, putting the moves on him. There's that KDA we were talking about.
Yeah, the Relic Shield Vigar is much like the Grasp Jin top, where it takes a little bit longer to turn on, you know? Got to give it a little bit of time, start scaling up. Oh, Nicholas Paul's getting locked in.
Nicholas Paul
from that
trying to maybe survive this one. Can't do it, but the dead body coming back to life. It's a thriller, baby. Nicholas Paul knocking him down. Gets 1 for 1 on that one, but it will be blue team finally getting on the board thanks to the effort of Swag Champ 341. More names, more numbers in the names. So many of these.
That's true. I mean, Swag Champ is a pretty sick name, you have to admit.
Yeah,
so it's
I like that. That's a Chad name.
He did try every number. I actually did, I was talking to him before the game. You know, Swag Champ 1 to 340 were taken.
It's a very popular name. I can totally understand why.
So I mean, the next option you got to go for is just keep scaling up, much like CaptainFlowers22.
Yeah.
But it's a more popular name than CaptainFlowers22. So
you just keep
you
climbing.
guys keep going up.
Keep
climbing.
You never stop. By the way, speaking of never stopping and achieving your dreams, we have the results of the previous straw poll.
Okay.
And where things stand with 23% of the overall vote and 503 votes to her name, the MVP for game number 2 is none other than Zero Vision Score Zoe, with Garage Sale Timo coming in a close second with 18% of the vote, and Dead Immortal Tarek coming in third with 13%. These three together making up over half the votes for themselves.
Congratulations to everyone. I mean, you guys thought the Oscars were prestigious. The Captain Flowers straw polled MVP is even more prestigious. We'll be sending out the awards later this year.
Yes. The awards are immaculate and include this
Brawler's gloves.
Brawler's gloves and this pack of gum that I ate most of already. It's a wonderful prize.
It's still got some good chewing left in it.
Yes, there's still... I only ate 6 out of the 9 pieces. There's still 3 of them left in there.
That's literally minutes of chewing fun.
That's... minutes you'll never forget for the rest of your life. Minutes you'll cherish forever.
It'll be magical.
All right. Back to the matter at hand, though. Because if you're the blue team... Whoa, it's looking rough as it. You're 12 minutes into the game. You're 5,000 gold down. The Mountain Drake's already been taken. The Ziggs just manages to slip away like coated in Vaseline. Just a slippery little critter.
Oh, the dive?
Nicholas Paul comes in. The heal into the stopwatch. T-Man TV. Maybe a little early on the watch there. Could have tried to bait him in a little harder.
Uh-oh.
But here comes the dog! And Cheat takes a big old bite out of the top lane.
Yeah, things are looking pretty good. I mean, Warwick's popping off. Cheat is getting active here. Vigar has not been able to scale too much as yet. Oh my god, the Jin ultimate? Slowing him down, exhaust.
Blossom Tree. Oh, flashing away from the last one. Tide Pod still looking to make the fight here, but he's got to be careful. Tide Pods are deadly, but you don't want to mess with the tree either. Blossom barely getting away until the last second. Dirty Bird goes on a killing spree, puts another one in the dirt. And Tide Pod and Dirty together. Look at these guys. 7 kill participation on both of them. No deaths between them. They're monstrous. Another bubble from Tide Pod. Is this shit a point-and-click ability? Tide Pod can't miss.
He turned on the scripts. You could tell. I mean, he's unmissable at this point. And you better run. You're never going to kill the Hex Drinker plus Merc Tread's Jin.
Another
never in a
bubble.
million years.
Another bubble. Just hand-feeding it to Dirty Bird. Hand-fed, dude. This is on a silver platter. This is one of those fancy restaurants. They got a valet outside. You come inside. You got a waiter with a French accent asking you specifically what you want. You don't even know because you can't read the menu. It's that fancy. You just see
the valet is costing like $20.
Yeah.
You have no idea why.
The whole thing's ridiculous. Your friends convinced you to come here because it would be really fancy and you got a hot date tonight, but at the same time, you're like, why didn't we just go to Applebee's? I mean, it's going to be a fun time anyway, and we're already both drunk.
I mean, really, you have to measure things in how many Chipotle burritos could you have gotten. And if you can get multiple Chipotle burritos for the same price as the valet, then it's probably not worth it. That's kind of the measure that I like to do.
Exactly. you've got to make sure that you're valuing everything with its weight in gold and or burritos and or brawler's gloves. The true unit of measurement for value in League of Legends is a brawler's glove with a Chipotle burrito stuffed in it.
No, the brawler's glove is what you get to hold the Chipotle.
Yeah. It's the burrito satchel. That's what a brawler's glove actually is. Tide Pod trying to escape, calling down the redemption to keep himself alive. T-Man TV baited in, nearly goes down there, but deja vu! He's been in this place before! The drive-by from Nicholas Paul. Hold on. I literally don't care what happens in this game.
Wait, did he kill him with the Sunfire Cape burn?
Hold on.
Or did it hit the wall and kill him?
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see. Hold on. I prepared this just for this.
This is like some Need for Speed level Tokyo drifting.
Here it is. Look at that. Look at the drift. Look at the drift.
To this moment, you can see him hitting the nos.
And he spawns in style.
Who is
what a monster.
Who else but Nicholas Paul?
What a monster. Look at the mastery's right there too. Blossom goes down. Strutting back to the lane. Give him the roar. That's what it's all about.
Oh, the Tide Pod heal bounce?
All right, wait. I got to get back to live. I haven't been paying attention to anything. I did a replay for 60 seconds.
I mean, you were paying attention to the most important happenings.
Yeah, exactly. It was all where it needed to be. But the game's 2-14. It's 10,000 gold at 15 minutes. We're on point for where we were last game.
Dirty Bird just bought like a full IE. He was saving.
Dirty Bird's not garage sailing.
No, he is not. I mean, he cashes out that call and he is rich.
Oh, curtain call opens up. Second shot hits. Third shot isn't even needed. Tide Pod's already put him in the dirt. Now can Cheat 30 grab. Oh, nice. Look at the shot. That was blind. Well, wait. Was his teammate close enough? Hold on. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I don't even
find out next time on CaptainFlowers janky replays.
On janky ass replay. Okay, they actually saw him. Nicholas was close enough. It wasn't blind, but the replay was still janky, and the game was still great. Jin died while I was catching back up to things, but Nicholas Paul goes deep. Blossom barely staying alive. Nick goes down. Queen of the. I think his name is supposed to be set up for some sort of meme, like if he's in a clan or something. But he's not in a clan, so it doesn't work.
Maybe he's just mysterious.
Or is it she? Right? I mean, he's a queen.
That's true. Could be.
We can't. This is 2018, Azale. We can't just assume the zigs.
That's true.
Yeah,
right. We cannot assume the zigs.
Yeah. This is a family-friendly, everyone-inclusive stream. We got to be PC.
There you go. I mean, it's pretty mysterious, right? You're wondering. It's got you asking. Queen of the what, right?
Yeah, we don't know.
Is it Queen of the League of Legends? Is it Queen of, the Tide Pods? Is it Queen of the Brawler's Gloves?
Speaking of Tide Pod, everybody in chat is spamming the COD to help the pod. They're recognizing just the kinds of plays this man makes on the fish.
This guy is 12.
This guy's
12
good.
KP.
This guy's good. Tide Pod is cashing in this game. He's showing us that he knows how to play some League of Legends. Tide Pod's going to be making the climb. You best be on the lookout. Scouting Grounds 2018. Tide Pod's going to roll up. I just hope we don't make him change his name. I do love Tide Pod.
Me too.
It's catchy.
Yeah, it is good. Especially since it's not actually Tide Pod. But maybe he should change his name.
It's Tide Pod in my heart.
It is in mine as well.
Always will be, Azale. Now this team, 11,000 gold up. 2 Mountain Drakes in the bank. Can't get Baron because it's not even alive yet. They're that far ahead of the game. Sion just cruises right past T-Man, clears out the wave, says, get out of my lane.
Nicholas Paul is really not a fan of the boots. He's more of a post 20-minute boots type guy.
Yeah, he's a robot. Look at his feet. Hold on.
That's true. It would be hard.
We're going to Sion feet cam.
You have to go to the Big and Tall shop or something,
He only has 2 toes, and they're both big toes. You can't even find a shoe that fits that.
Yeah, you have to get those custom made. That'd be pretty pricey, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a pain. I'm not about that. I'm not about that. All right. There, we got the Sion feet cam in there, so now we know exactly why Nicholas isn't buying the shoes. No shoes on the Jarvan yet either. Swag Champ has decided, he's like, okay, I'm the only person in this game that's actually got some kills on my team. He's got half the kills. He's getting some damage, but at the same time, I kind of feel like he's posting a sign down on the corner that says, "Come to my garage, I'm selling my stuff," because I don't know what the hell's going on with his inventory. There's a Warhammer, there's a Megatron cloak, there's a Moby in there now.
Mobies are a full item.
That's true.
I'm gonna give him that one. I'm gonna give him that one, but he's getting a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
He's got a Warhammer for his one hand. He got a little bit cold, so he got a cloak.
yeah, exactly. You gotta stay warm.
Oh, that flash!
Oh, Omega, can he get away from there? All right, Dirty Bird. Dirty Bird trying to escape from this one. There comes your Tidal Wave. Tide Pod once again doing what Tide Pods do. Cleaning up that mess. Blossom Tree. Okay, he finally steps away from it. It actually is not a script, despite what we may have been led to believe based on Tide Pod's impeccable accuracy before. T-Man TV coming up. Tied up.
Everyone's coming down here. It's 5-man bot.
T-Man with a bit of a strange flash there, wanting to go after Dirty Bird. Can't get him because of the mob blocking the execute. Dirty's still getting away. He will finally go down.
Oh, Nicholas?
Nicholas swoops in from the side. They're still looking to stop these guys from getting away. Blossom Tree cut off at the pass as Queen of Duh takes him down. And that is yet another emote flourish coming out from my boy Nicholas Paul. 20 minutes into the game, 20 kills to their name, Red Team. Lining them up to knock them down this time around. And that's it. I can see in the chat right now it says 4 votes for and 1 against. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Paul, Tide Pod, and the boys grabbing themselves their first win of the day. A clean 20-minute victory.
Yeah, easy win. Proven a 1 and 2 on the day, but 1 and 1 on the sign, which is 50%, which is almost 55%.
That rounds up to 55, quite honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
I don't even need a calculator to
the
tell
man
you that.
can drift. Didn't even need boots
Yeah.
the whole game.
He's amazing. And you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. We don't need a Strupple. We don't need something to figure out who was the MVP this game. Because if you're voting anybody but Tide Pod, you're banned. If you don't think Tide Pod was the best this game, you were watching the stream. You literally are doing something else. Tide Pod was a monster this time around. Dude hit bubble after bubble after bubble. We're giving it to Tide Pod all day long. I'd give you 2 if I could. You wrecked them, Pod. You wrecked them. Enjoy.
Yeah, well played there by Tide Pod. Last game was the democracy. This game, it's back to the dictatorship.
Yep.
No voting in the chat. Banned. But that's the way it goes.
They're spamming the COD to help the pod. Chat sent him their energy, and the energy was received. Tide Pod absolutely going off this game. All right.
Yeah, Tide Pod did actually more damage, he did 8 less damage than Twitch, but he did more damage than everyone else on the other team as the Nami.
Yeah. He did crazy.
He was popping off.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we still have another game coming up for y'all. Maybe even 2, depending on how long it takes. But I've also drank a whole thing of water. So I got to be right back for the bathroom while we're waiting on Nicholas Paul. In the meantime, please enjoy the soothing sounds of Azael's sultry voice talking to you about whatever he thinks is appropriate.
You should play the final countdown so I too can go to the bathroom.
All right, we've played it once. No, we'll just play. We'll play weeb music instead. We'll play Deja Vu because we teased them with it before, and all the weebs are gonna get mad if we don't at least help them out a little bit. We don't want a bunch of angry Vohios in the chat, so we'll play some weeb music. We'll be right back, and when we are, it's Champ Select. No, there is no Champ Select. We can't do that. When we are, it's Summoner's Rift. Stay right there, boys. Nicholas Paul, we talked about his Scion win rate. We talked about his overall win rate. One's a little bit above 50, one's a little bit below 50. They're all hanging around the same area. Well, this game, he's decided to break out a new pick for us. He's rocking the Urgot. And Azael, I know you did a little bit of research into the OP.GG about the man's Urgot.
The Urgot. So, yeah, I will tell you the win rate, but keep in mind
Win rates aren't everything.
that win rates, stats are not always indicative of your performance on a champion, you know?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Sometimes, you're playing and, your teammates all get called to dinner because their mom is angry at them.
Yep.
Sometimes their
Can't
internet
stop.
is going out. Sometimes you have Smite Vygar with Relic Shield as your support. So, bearing these things in mind, he does have a 14% win rate on the Urgot, but that's not to say that he doesn't average 6.4 kills in each of those games.
That's true.
And that's quite a few kills.
That's a lot of kills.
That's more fingers than you have on one hand, unless there's something weird going on with you.
That's more fingers than fits in a brawler's glove.
Exactly. Like, you would need a custom-made brawler's glove.
That shit's way more than 400 gold.
Exactly.
That's
That's
like
expensive.
600.
That's
at
like some
least.
bougie stuff.
That's real bougie. Like, I don't know about that one. All right, heading into the game. Let's see which side he's on. He's back on the blue team, so I got to fix the scoreboard again. Into the game we go. Home team.
Also worth keeping in mind,
Oh, wait.
he won 100% of his last game on Urgot.
Hold on, I forgot to change the other guy's text to Comic Sans. I wondered why these didn't look right. There we go. Now they're both appropriate. All right. The other guys, the home team.
Someone in chat, 14% win rate is still better than Coasts in the LCS.
That's true. This is LCS acceptable stats, ladies and gentlemen. His Urgot is better than Coast.
There you go. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Let's go. Nicholas Paul. Show us some LCS quality Urgot here. And he is playing against a Scion. And remember, he has like 500 Scion games and a 55% win rate. So he has this champion downloaded. He knows Scion in and out. He knows how to counter it. He knows how to beat it into the ground. And he knows that it has a passive that can kill you and is a zombie.
And with teammates like what he's got this game, not only does he have the old reliable Tide Pod in the mid lane, but with Daddy Fatcock playing Misfortune bottom side, you know that bottom lane it's gonna be an all-out brawl.
It's also important to note that this is no lowercase Daddy Fatcock.
No, this is all caps.
all caps.
He wants you
All
to know
caps.
about his presence in the game.
No space, one word.
One word.
That's as assertive as you can get.
This guy
That's
just constantly he wakes
If you
up
took
in the
a
morning.
Brawler's glove and you turned it into a name. That's what you would get.
This guy wakes up in the morning and the first thing he thinks about is that Breaking Bad scene, say my name. Because he wants everybody to have this at the front of their mind. He's ready to go. And I mean, look at the other team. These guys aren't goofing around either. You got the Moon Man. You got I play top only, really flexing muscles on that whole roll thing. And you've got the ever well-known Bung My Goose in the jungle.
All I can think of now is he's in the Breaking Bad thing. Is this guy going down to breakfast and his mom's like, "Oh, I've made you pancakes," and he's like, "Say my name," and she's like, "For the last time, Harold, I will not call you Daddy Beckham."
Once he gets to silver though, once he makes the climb out of bronze, that's when you start making the impressions on the normies. That's when people outside of League of Legends will start respecting the name. That's what he's doing. Everybody's got their motivation, and I think we've found his. And I mean, we didn't even look at his clan tag either. I mean, this guy is clearly
Jesus, look at the Kane's name. How do these people keep these names? Bunk my goose. You know what I'm learning is that LCS players need to step it up. Have you ever had this much fun reading an LCS player's name?
No.
Never.
No, you don't get to. It's like, okay, here's some normal names, here's some pretty standard stuff. But when you get these kind of names, I'm really hoping we get to see either Daddy Fatcock or Bung My Goose really just go crazy. This game prove that them tricking the name filter managed to pay off for them.
I mean, it's definitely paid off. I think they've gotten their time to shine. All right, so we got Tide Pod. We got Tide Pod here on the Zillion in the mid lane. We got your boy Chronic 90 on the Yi. We already know Yi can pop off, but I don't know if this guy's gonna be as good as we saw before. But he is ganking.
He is ganking. He's making the moves, baby. Chronic 90, hitting him with that good shit. Nope, not today. Not today. By the way, chat, get your poggers ready because for the first time over the stream, we broke 5 digits worth of viewers, baby. I honestly can't even believe it. We got 11,000 people watching Daddy Fatcock and Bung My Goose go head to head here in the Bronze Showdown spectacle of the season. Truly a test of might. Nicholas Paul pushing up in the top lane. You know, he's got the cool skin too, man. He's got the giant enemy crab. Like,
that's true.
I like that skin.
It's a good one. I'll give him that. It's a high quality skin.
That's the
I
best
can't wait
part.
for the post game interview. You know.
Oh yeah,
With,
post game interview. It'll be great. It'll be top tier. That's what we should have. We should have brought Avali here to do post game interviews.
Get the official interviews.
Yeah, exactly. Make it official.
Yeah. Maybe Travis Gafford, you know, to interview the losing team.
Yeah.
Get some content out there.
Oh, it's going forward.
Oh,
Is he going to get it? Nope. Spectacle getting away. Jung Dan nearly getting himself killed here. I play top only. Looking to bring the slam onto Nicholas, but the outplay. Charging forward. Tosses him back. Flash for the first blood. And Nicholas Paul showing off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Y'all ever seen, like, Walking Dead? Sometimes you lose one of the main characters.
I mean, that was not like Walking Dead zombie. That was like, what is it, 28 days later or whatever, where the zombies are like sprinting 1,000 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, they're really fast.
They're crazy.
They run at you, yeah.
Those are like the intimidating zombies. The Walking Dead zombies are the ones you could like be going on a nice stroll to like get a Slurpee or something on a hot day and you'd probably be okay.
you're just like, oh, okay, the zombies here. I'm not going to worry too much about it.
Wonder if this thing's going to keep chasing me. Well, I guess it is. Okay.
Oh, well.
I'll just keep walking slowly in this direction.
Time to go on a brisk pace. All right. Tide Pod hasn't got himself a double kill to start off this game or anything. And Moon Man's not threatening too hard in the mid lane. Bung My Goose tries to get down there and go after Granth Daddy. We got two different people in this game with the word daddy in their name.
That's true.
They got
that's a good observation.
It's thematic.
It's a double daddy bot lane.
The double daddy bot lane, the double D.
It's like the dream daddy bot lane.
Yeah, dream daddy bot lanes. They're ready to go. They already got the synergy with their names alone. These guys are prepped and ready. Ooh, that was a good interrupt. I don't actually know if Nicholas stopped short or not, but it kind of looked like he got interrupted, so we're going to go with that.
Yeah, I think he got interrupted. He actually had the timing last time. When he got the kill, he actually timed it just at the end to interrupt the
Yeah, he did it really good.
What he wanted to do.
He did it really good when he actually got the kill.
Yeah, he got too hyped up after the first blood and then died to the zombie, which was unlucky. But
yeah, the upcoming sequel to 28 weeks later, 2.8 seconds later, where the Scion comes back and kills you.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's going to be the summer's blockbuster hit.
I appreciate the Mastery 4 spam. I feel like Mastery 4 spam is way better than Mastery 7 spam because it's like the shittiest one you can get. And it's just almost insulting that you die to this person. So it's like, it's just way better. Someone spams Mastery 7, I'm like, all right, you played that champion a lot, you know. Yeah. You've been in there.
You put in your time.
Mastery 4 is like, you accidentally got it twice on ARAM and then panicked one time in Champ Select and had to choose a champion at the very end, and you got Mastery 4. Yeah. And that guy killed you.
You literally did it by accident. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, in this game, there's a war going on between the two sides, obviously. And right now in chat, we've also got a war between people spamming juice for Bung My Goose and people spamming a rock for Daddy Fatcock. So Nicholas is now getting spammed with Scion abilities, and I play top only, playing top pretty well.
That's true, he does. And he has Shockwave. He doesn't need that Comet stuff. He's getting in there. That shows some confidence in his ability to hit his ultimate, you know, hit his key.
Yeah.
He's not going to miss. He's got some accuracy.
But bottom lane, Daddy Fatcock looking to cash in, but Grant Daddy takes it away instead. Spectacle gets himself taken down as Moonman throws up the event horizon to keep himself safe. Trying to get away here from Tide Pod. One more bomb might do it!
Oh, not quite enough.
Not enough bomb. Not enough damage today. Alright. Oh shit! We got the 80 carry 1 versus 1. But no mana on the Misfortune means that you're gonna have to give the edge to Tristana in that one, I think.
Yeah, he's looking a little limp there without mana. But,
yeah. Hate to see that happen. Grant Daddy with the flash forward, though. Misses the Q, but that's okay. Going for the dunk on the ulti. The heal comes out. Grant Daddy back underneath the turret. But it's Jung Dan Boozy who gets the kill. I like it. The outplay.
Daddy Fatcock, unfortunately. A couple turret autos there in a row.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it, Azale.
You hate to see that.
You really hate to see
Daddy
it.
bot lane. I hope there's not issues going to be springing up from this. I hope they still have faith in the double daddy synergy.
All right. Well, one thing I'm also going to be looking at, Azale, is Bung My Goose going to go for the blue cane or the red cane? Because he's building blue cane smite so far, and I really hope he does go blue cane because that's the meme one.
Yeah, and I mean that it is the more chat of the builds. It is, you go lethality and stuff. You try to one-shot people. Nicholas Paul. He's all up in Tide Pod's grill. Tide Pod's got that ulti, though.
Tide Pod popping the ulti on himself. The cane goes in. He's trying to bung a goose, but he might just get himself in some trouble.
Chronic in the top lane?
Chronic coming back topside. He already popped the ult rather early. Might run out of the speed on that one. Top only. Seriously in some trouble, especially if Nicholas Paul can hit that ulti. He's going to pull him right back into the grinder. Where's it at? There you go.
Oh, no. He's going to get a kill with the ult.
Oh, no.
Passive.
Top only might be able to get yet another one. One more hit. One more hit.
There's no counterplay. What can you do?
Coming this summer, one top laner. Oh, my goodness. What a battle we got here today, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle. Oh, my God.
Oh, Daddy Fatcock on the road.
Daddy Fatcock looking to make the moves here in the mid lane. Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a, taking the kill, getting the bullet time in there. No way out for the Moon Man. Going to be sent right back to the moon.
Beautiful stuff. We love to see that. He's going Ghostblade first, too. This guy's definitely getting in there. He's going lethality MF.
Oh, yeah. That's what I want to see. I want to see somebody flex like that. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's good stuff right here. Nicholas Paul's out of mana, though. He could get run down, perhaps. Gotta be careful up there. All right. Backing off.
Backing off. Yeah, right. You can't get too overeager. Daddy
I'm
Fatcock
excited
backing away down here.
For the Zillion Yi combo later on.
Yeah, that could be really dirty. Daddy Fatcock nearly taken down. One more shot will get him. Grant Daddy. A daddy stands alone. Spectacle thinking about going even further here. Has no ulti. Dredgeline not finding the mark, but Tide Pod's coming around. Looking to show him the bane of high schools everywhere.
And Chronic's on his way.
Not putting that one in a YouTube compilation.
There's going to be 3 men.
Let's see if they can do it. 3-man bottom lane. Trying to make the moves on to Spectacle. Chronic, nice dodge away from the Pulverize. Going in there utilizing the Alpha Strike. Tide Pod with a pretty early ulti, trying to keep Chronic alive. But hey, better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. They'll still take one. They'll still take one.
Yeah. And I mean, he took a quick lick. You could tell that Tide Pod actually checked out the Tristana's build before that ult. Because normally you would not have to ult so early. But when someone has incorporated the early Brawler's Glove into the build, you never know when those crits are going to come out, right? Like, you could just get crit back-to-back and die instantly before you can react.
It brings a level of RNG that is very difficult to play around. It makes it, you can get top-decked, right? We're playing some Hearthstone now. Like, that's what you don't want. If he's got that card on the top of his deck, you're about to get Yu-Gi-Oh'd as soon as you've got the Brawler Glove.
Yeah, you hate to see that.
Yeah, you really do. I mean,
the blue eyes, white dragon, just when he needs it, every single time.
Oh, speaking of right where you need it, Bung My Goose, not where he needed to be right there.
Yeah, I hate to see that.
You really do.
Yeah, I really hate to see that. Nicholas Paul trying to
Going
go
in.
the turret though.
Going in. Shields for shields. The spam for days. Stepping away from the slam in the ground. Tide Pod stuck in that baby. Oh. Okay.
Bring up the technical difficulties.
Yeah, just
screen
beep.
again. Chronic going in.
All right, Chronic wants to make it happen here. Spectacle's in some trouble. Popping the ulti, trying to get away, but he's got the true damage. The sword glows blue. You know what to do. Spectacle taken down. Daddy Fatcock grabbing the kill.
He's got 4 kills. He's looking good. He's got boots. He's got a ghost blade. He has the MS passive. This guy is fast. He's gonna chase him down.
Yeah, this dude is lightning. Jungdan trying to get himself back. Drops a little bit of damage down there. Bung my goose, not quite getting the damage he needs, but he gets the Chilling Smite, which lets him pop the ulti. That's what the Chilling Smite's all about. Chronic, not in a good spot to be, though. The damage comes down, and that's a double kill for Bung my goose.
Nicely done. Moon Man on the roam there, too, getting down to the bot lane, taking him out. I don't know how you can seriously say those names every single time. All right, Tide Pod, he's down here.
Yeah, we got Tide Pod.
Remember
back in the
take on Bung My Goose and Moon Man?
Back in the old days of 2 hours ago, Azale, when Tide Pod was the craziest name in the game.
The good old days. How times have changed.
Nostalgia. League's really evolved over time.
That's true. It has. Life comes at you fast. Oh, Moon Man.
So does Grant Daddy when he lands the dredge line. Bung my goose
Daddy
taking
Fatcock's
low,
almost
but
here.
Daddy Fatcock shows up, fires off the ulti. Spectacle hangs around in it for a good little while there. Tide Pod did use the ultimate, didn't get it to proc, so Grant Daddy's still going to be very low. Bung my goose hanging out on the edge of the map just because he can. I'm not sure what Spectacle's doing, but Daddy Fatcock will gladly take the gift of that one. Bung my goose now trying to get away from Chronic, but he's coming in, and he's coming in with a force of nature. Play top only, constantly shoving into Nicholas Paul here. And I mean, look at top, man. He's got 88 CS compared to the 53 of the Urgot. That's just, it's madness. Jungdan getting himself away. Oh my goodness, is this Misfortune still going to make the move? The heel bait. This boy Jungdan's got some moves.
Bung My Goose is on the hunt.
Bung my goose wanting to go over the wall. Daddy Fatcock caught in the wrong spot. But Bung my goose goes down instead. He got bunged.
Oh, he got him. No, the
Tide Pod, no! Jungdan getting another one. The outplays this game.
The minions got him. Tide Pod has been a roaming monster down here in the bot lane, but never a fair fight, man. The minions had to jump in. You know, he was 1 auto away. Had it easy peasy.
Oh, Tide Pod's playing for the team. He picked a support champion towards mid lane, so he knows that, hey, he's not the main carry here. It's all about roaming around, helping the guys, right? Help the boys out. That's true.
It's all about, supporting Daddy Fatcock here. You got the front line, Grant Daddy. You got Tide Pod. And this is going to be a lot of damage coming out. Oh, my God.
Oh! That 13 HP and the double up looked like it might have been bouncing towards him there for a second. You got to be sweating bullets there if you're Jungdan.
Uh-oh. Nicholas.
Ooh, nice flashing away. Good job outplaying that one there. Top only. Getting the slam into the ground. Nicholas is just getting really familiar with the scenery underneath his own turret right now. Daddy Fatcock might be in some trouble, but instead it's going to be turned around. The damage comes through. The Alistair ulti will keep him alive for a moment, but he's still stuck in the entire duration of the MS ult, and Grant Daddy is plenty tanky enough to provide time to get that Misfortune yet another kill. 6-2-2 here for the AD carry on the blue side, as they open fire onto the bottom lane tier 1 turret. And by they, I mean the Nautilus only, because MF is still just bloodthirsty, looking for more kills.
This is a hell of a game. This one's close, man. I mean,
I like this.
We've had like 10K leads at 15 minutes basically every game.
Yep.
This one's pretty much dead even. A couple thousand goals.
Yeah.
But what's a couple thousand gold between friends?
Not a thing. Not a thing.
thing.
When you're talking about a couple seasoned veterans like Daddy Fatcock and Bung My Goose, what's 1,000 gold? Doesn't mean anything.
What's 1,000 gold?
It doesn't mean anything.
It's a couple handfuls of Brawler's gloves, I guess, but
right. It's only enough to get one person decked out with Brawler's gloves.
Exactly.
Now, I do want to point out that our dreams were not just memes, and Bung My Goose did go Blue Cane, so he's got full assassination potential here. Wanting to go in on Chronic, but he already used his rotation and missed all of it, so can't really find the kill potential there anymore. Gonna have to back out.
Can't find a kill, but did look cool doing it.
Yeah, he looked real cool. We're gonna put Put him in a Naruto AMV with some Linkin Park in the background.
Exactly. Need a little
Hell
Rammstein,
yeah.
you know?
Hell yeah.
All right, Bung My Goose going over here to the mid lane. Oh, he might get caught out, but
Yeah, you gotta be careful about that. But instead, it's Daddy Fatcock gonna be caught out on this one. Tide Pod dropping the ulti, keeping him safe, but Tide drops for that one. Grant Daddy coming back here. Bung My Goose still looking to make the kill. Ugh, Moonman says it's not even necessary, bud. Don't worry about it. Alley oops it over to the mid laner as Chronic trying to chase after these guys. Event Horizon going to be slowing him down. More damage coming through from I Play Top only. Chronic still looking to run away, but the damage comes back on to Bung My Goose. He can't do a whole lot with it. They're still going to grab the kill on to Chronic, though. Moonman hanging out here, edge of the fight, chilling in outer space, getting the lockdown on to Nicholas Paul. A little bit more damage will seal his fate. The stun coming through, the damage coming down, and that meteor's going to send him right back into the graveyard. See you in 30 seconds. 14 to 13.
Jungden's just been pushing bot lane this whole time, and now all of a sudden they're up 1K. So, like we said, what's a couple thousand gold between friends? Because now the other team is a couple thousand gold ahead. So just like that,
it's back and forth. It's tug of war,
back
baby.
and forth.
Both these teams leaving it all on the rift here today. Moonman pushing up in the mid lane. 3-1 and 2 on the Vigar, stacking the Rod of Ages. 3-1 and 1 on the Trist. Everybody's doing good this game.
Everybody is doing good.
Everybody's doing great.
It's what you like to see.
Chronic coming in.
The alpha?
Oh, he alphaed onto the Alistar, so he didn't follow the Trist through the jump. Spectacle in danger and maybe getting stunned up a little bit here. I like what you just saw from Jungdan. He's like, hey, I know you're my support, but I'm going to support you a little bit right now. Tries to knock him away, keep that Alistar alive, but it's still going to look a little bit sketchy here. Chronic grabbing the kill, but it's Tide Pod who now might be in some danger. Instead, Bung My Goose goes too far in, and Chronic gets the Alpha Strike, dodges away, grabs himself a double kill.
All the turret shots? Nicholas Paul, he can ult him. Oh, he doesn't have an ult.
Can he get it? No ulti available! Oh, how far off was that? How far off? That was pretty... Yeah. Oh, it feels bad, man. Moonman trying to defend there. They do get the ulti out of Tide Pod. Tide Pod is very generous with these ults. Most Zillions, there's very few Zillions that actually do them right all the time. Most Zillions either you question mark ping them because they don't do it, but then when you do it too soon, you end up in a spot like that, and Moonman claims another victim.
You gotta watch out for the meatball, man. Moonman just tosses it out, hits him with the one shot,
yeah,
and he knows the Death Cap build. This guy has checked his patch notes.
He's ready to go. Double
two large rods.
One rod in each hand. Moonman is ready to go. Now all he needs is a glove to properly hold the rods.
Yeah, I mean, he actually has 3 rods because he has a Rod of Ages and
that's
2
true.
needlessly large rods. So my immersion is kind of being negatively affected here a little bit. You know, maybe if he bought a couple extra Brawler's gloves, then I would believe he'd be able to do this. But I mean, Vigar is not a big man. Can he really hold 3 rods like that? It just seems a little bit unrealistic to me.
I mean, maybe it's like Daddy Fatcock just got slammed around. I'd say his goose got bunged. The Kane swoops in, hits him with the damage, casually scoots on out. But now are they stuck? I don't know.
That's the question on everyone's mind, you know?
Well, Scion gets out, but he gets pulled right back in. The shutdown onto the Scion. Kane will try to come back out and get himself away, but he goes down to Nicholas Paul. Moonman putting down some damage, but Nicholas feeling safe there. Has Tide Pod's ulti down onto him. Moonman not exactly a very vulnerable target there with the health pool from the Rod of Ages underneath the turret. But 17 to 17, Azale. We got a close game.
This Trist and Alistar are just like split pushing. This is not allowed in bronze games. You're not supposed to do this. You got to ARAM.
No, you can't do actual macro strategies. What?
Daddy Fatcock?
Good lord! Look at the damage!
The myth, the
legend, the double kill, the Daddy Fatcock. This guy says you best put some respect on that name.
Put some respect on his name.
Put the respect on that name. First, he wakes up in the morning and he's thinking Breaking Bad. And then by the afternoon, it's all about respect.
He's shooting out that all. He knows he has the double kill. Mom, get the camera.
Get the camera. We win.
He knows he's about to pop off.
We're going on Reddit.
You posting it on Facebook. Graham is going to be proud. She sees the play.
You know Grandma's going to be proud of that one. She'll probably comment something like, buy chicken at Walmart just because she's typing it into the wrong window because it's Facebook. But hey, you know her heart's in the right place.
She is. Oh, Nicholas has the ult, but he's got no mana.
All right.
Man.
Nicholas got to be watching. You got to be watching on this one. Okay. Blue team, they're not going to bite off more than they can chew here. Just going to play it safe. They're still down a couple hundred gold. This game, 36 kills, 22 minutes.
This is the most even game of all time.
It is. There has never been a
think
closer
this ever
game of
happened.
League of Legends ever played. Period.
Literally never, ever.
Never, ever double dog dare him to prove me wrong. Granddaddy jumping in. Oh, the root! Down to bung my goose. He's trying to get away from this one. He's not going to heal up too much coming out of that ulti. Daddy Fatcock looking to put the auto attacks here into I only play top, utilizing that move speed. He's got the strut stepping out of the way, but he's not fast enough for that. Tide Pod, though, quick on the fingers, making sure that he's able to pop that ulti quick enough. But Daddy Fatcock's still going to drop at the end of the day. Tristana jumping forward. Tide Pod thrown right back in the washing machine on that one. Jung Dan grabbing his 4th kill of the game.
I think they want you to zoom out. They're going to go right to the Baron. I mean, the Baron is up. They just killed two members. ADC is down. That's the strongest guy. And they're just going to start this up. Bung My Goose, not sure if he wants to go for the Yi or the Baron. But I don't think Chronic knows that they're on the Baron.
Oh yeah, I accidentally zoomed in. My bad, chat. As you can tell, I am a professional League of Legends observer and know a lot about production values and how to create the proper stream environment. Spectacle! Whoa! He's in the wrong Baron environment, that's for sure. Jungdan's gonna be brought low. Right back in on Grinder. A double kill. Top only trying to guard him here. Moonman getting the kill onto Chronic. They're mounting the counterattack. Nicholas Paul taken low, taken down, trying to throw him into the ground. But the shutdown comes out for Bung My Goose. Granddaddy barely hobbling away from that one.
Yeah, you can really tell the difference in builds between, the earlier Yi.
Oh, Daddy Fatcock had the damage.
Oh, just barely got him.
That was awesome. I play top. You can play top again here in about 45 seconds or so. Gonna be staring at some black and white until then. Granddaddy will just lock that Scion body up. This is a bloody one, Azale. This is a bloody one.
It is a bloody one. And, while Moonman did get a couple minions top, unfortunately his team all died and couldn't kill the Baron. So you have to kind of weigh the pros and the cons there. He did get a couple CS. Maybe he should have stayed by the Baron, but he does have a death cap. He is 6-1, so he can kind of do what he wants. He can flame the team. He's stacking.
Speaking of doing what you want, Azale, Twitch chat has informed me of something pretty cool. I want you to go ahead and direct your eyes towards Bung My Goose's inventory. Tell me what you see.
I see an intelligent build.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see some
an
next
item
level
that
shit.
has Brawler's gloves in it, and I see a BF sword.
Can't go wrong.
That's what I like to see. And
2 out of 2.
Moby boots.
2 out of 2.
I mean, Moby boots get you faster to the people that you're trying to kill.
So does Static Shiv.
Exactly. So I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And as far as the anime stuff, I mean, you have lightning that shoots out of a sword.
That's as anime as it
get
gets.
much cooler than that.
We actually just saw a really cool play there of the Alistar headbutting the Yi into the cage so Moonman could get the kill. So that was actually pretty dope. I like that. Those guys should be giving each other Happy Lux emotes. But
That's good. That's good.
yeah, it feels good. Feels good. Unless you're the Master Yi, then it feels really bad. But look at this guy. Look at Jungdan. Split push all game long.
He's
is like-
split push Trist. He's
is
just
like
been walking it down the sidelines, and no one
Season
goes to
3
answer.
double lift.
I mean, he's gonna. No one's basing. He might just get this turret. They're gonna try to stop the base.
They gotta
They're
get back
stopping
there
the
and
ports.
stop it. They're stopping the ports. Here comes Scion. Charging down the mid lane. He's able to block up 2. Daddy Fatcock's gonna be stuck here as well. Has to provide covering fire for the rest of the team. Spectacle taken very low. Granddaddy
no.
barely getting away from that one. Bug My
Naruto's on
Goose
him.
going right onto that misfortune, grabbing some of the damage, takes him down. Nicholas Paul gets one on the way out, but he's still out for sure. Tide Pod going bottom, trying to make that defense. They got Chronic down there as well. They're not able to hold the inhibitor turret, but they get the inhib still safe.
They could go back to Baron. It looks like they're kind of going over there, but Kane's going bot lane. Now he's hesitating. He's gonna go to the blue buff instead. I respect it because see what you have to think about it. You could be like, well, I could get a free Baron, but here's the thing: If you do the Baron as the Kayn, then you probably have to base. And at this point, Moonman on the Vigar is really strong, and he can actually, with his W, outsmite you on the blue buff. So then you won't get the blue buff, right? And
Which
that's
feels
a problem.
bad.
Exactly, that does feel bad. I mean, it is your blue buff, right? You want to be able to use your abilities more often.
You're the jungler.
So I like the choice. I respect it.
I mean, here's how I look at blue buffs, Azale. When I'm the jungler, and I ask myself, should I give this to my mid laner? My mid laner's either feeding or he's winning. If he's feeding, he doesn't deserve it. And if he's winning, he doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it.
Exactly. That's how you decide whether or not you should give him blue buff.
It's the flowchart. It all ends in no.
It all ends in no. Get away from my buff. Bung my goose goes in. Can't steal away the Drake. And Chronic's going to be kept alive by Tide Pod. So he gets the kill into Bung my goose. Slam onto Grant Daddy. More damage comes through. There's that cyber meatball you were talking about. Chronic still on the hunt. Got the sword in one hand. Looking to make it ring true. Moonman walking himself away from this one. Chronic barely going to be kept alive. The Meditate doing a ton. Baiting them in. Nicholas Paul pulling the Scion right back in there as Chronic will eventually drop Tide Pod. Popping the berry to keep himself alive. Nicholas will try to just stomp around with those crab legs and make something happen. But it's all about the retreat now.
Oh, Daddy Fatcock. He's here. He has the ulti.
Ready to go. Got something to make it rain. Where's the bullet time? Moonman's still got a decent little health pool on him, but he's walking right up in the bullet time. The auto attack!
No!
But it's a 1-for-1. Actually, a 2-for-1 as Nicholas got caught up in there as well. Good moves coming out of the Moonman.
Yeah, nicely done there by Moonman. He's popping off this game. He's high level. He's got farm. But look, Trist is just split pushing the whole time.
All day. All day.
Running it down mid, knocks down another turret.
Knocks down the Tide Pod.
He's watched some videos. You know, he's all about the objectives win games. He's farming the Raptors. That's where, as a jungler, you go next.
Yeah.
You lose one Raptor camp.
Stop taking my chicken camp. It feels so bad to have those taken away, but especially by the enemy AD carry. How little map control do you have that the AD carry can steal your chickens?
You know what the absolute worst is?
What?
When, you know, you're feeling generous, you're feeling kind of like, you're like, Santa Claus is pretty cool. Maybe I should be more like him. So you give your mid laner the blue buff, right?
Okay. It's once in a blue moon. We've given the blue buff to mid.
Exactly. He's out of mana. He's going to base. You're like, you know what? Okay. Have the blue buff. Then he starts regaining some mana. And you see him walking back towards mid lane. But does he stop at mid lane? No. He continues walking across the map towards the chickens. You know what's going to happen next.
It's like, you better stop.
He steals the chickens with the blue buff that you gave him. What is up with that?
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Unforgivable. At that point, you ping a play that you know is bad on purpose, so he gets himself killed and gives blue to the enemy player that you then kill to get your buff back.
All right, this is what I like to see. The Baron rush.
Baron from blue.
Running away. They're just going to finish this.
I like this. They needed to make some kind of a decisive call, and they decide that it's all about the Baron. Chronic popped the ulti for that as well, so you got to be expecting these guys to want to play around that for the next 60 seconds or so. Just let Chronic get that big tool back up. It is only 85-second cooldown. It's already a quarter gone, so yeah, about one more minute, and he'll be back in fighting shape.
Yeah, Chronic has an IE now. He's got some crit in that build. He's looking to pop off, and they got the Baron. They can push up mid. They don't have their ADC just yet. This 4-man top. So we'll see. Let's see how much they can actually get done here. They're looking to knock down some turrets and get the gold tied up.
No banner of command, so we're not going to see any StarCraft level siege tanks. But Jungdan almost getting himself caught out here. Oh, the bomb will get him though. Tide Pod with the style kill. Nicholas Paul take it pretty low here. Moonman's so scary. He takes down Nicholas. There comes the flank. Bung my goose coming up from behind. Bring the damage to the table.
You hate to see Bung my goose coming up from behind.
Yeah, that's not the natural place where you want to see the goose.
But the good thing is, so you may say to yourself, when you get Baron and you go down mid and 3 of your members die to kill only 1, that would be a bad play. But you wouldn't be taking into consideration the fact that your Master Yi just got your own golems, which allowed him to buy more Brawler's Gloves.
Always about the Brawler's Gloves. By the way, to the guy in chat that was asking if there's going to be a VOD of this, hell yeah, there's going to be a VOD of this. It'll be right up on the channel as soon as the games end here today. So if you missed any of the good stuff, there's going to be that much more of the good stuff for you to go back and watch later, including everybody's favorite characters like Bung My Goose, Daddy Fatcock, and Tide Pod.
Moonman?
Moonman is,
Hello?
Moonman's tunneling a little bit, but he got it!
Calculated.
Next up, okay, if that was me or you, we would have run away, or we would have tried to fight the Yi, and you know what? We wouldn't have got the inhib. Chronic 90 says you guys are bad. Well, no,
That's
Chronic
a man
90 doesn't say that.
is.
Moonman says you guys are bad, and he just tunnels on it and gets it.
Exactly. He knew exactly what he was doing there. Chronic. Uh-oh. All right. We got 5v4. Oh, Jungdan
Right.
jumping in.
Jungdan wanting to go in on this one. Daddy Fatcock with a flash forward, still looking to make the plays. The Nautilus knock up onto the 80 carry. Daddy Fatcock going to be kept alive for a moment, but the damage from Bung My Goose is going to be huge on that back line. Daddy Fatcock grabbing the kill onto him. I play top only, trying to keep it alive, but the blue team marches down mid lane. A double kill for Daddy
the Scion
Fatcock.
passive?
Jungdan going to be pulled right back into the grinder. And that should be the near ace for the blue team. It's 1 for 4. They're marching down mid. They've got Baron ready to go. This should be the end of the game. Grant Daddy goes fishing, grabs himself the Alistar.
I mean, Moonman is back up now. He has the meatball ready. Granddaddy could just get one shot here.
Grant Daddy nearly goes down. They
Moonman's
get the ulti
tunneling.
out of Tide Pod. Moonman wasting the ult on the Tide Pod ulti. You don't like to see that one. Spectacle and Moonman still continuing to hold the line here. Daddy Fatcock very afraid of what that Vygar could do. Spectacle.
Vygar is really strong right now. And they got to be careful. It's all about Moonman, but Daddy Fatcock's taking down the Alistar.
The damage! 1, 2, 3, just like that. He's out of there. Moonman's going to be finding the same fate. A double kill
Naruto?
over that misfortune. Make it a triple. That's got to be the game. Unless Jungdan comes back and he is just out of his mind. That's probably
Now they're out of there. They're going to go for the reset. They want to go for the Cloud Dragon instead. It looks like Jungdan is back, and I play top only is in there.
My goodness, he's going in. He's trying to make the moves. They know if they get MF, they can go even further. They're just going for the
reset.
fadeaway. The shutdown comes out. Jungdan, he's got the rocket jump ready to go again. Grant Daddy throwing that Scion up into the air, trying to stop this pursuit. Jump forward, auto attack,
6A?
Tide Pod. Oh, he gets him. The burn from the red buff. Tide Pod didn't chrono break himself, or didn't chrono shift himself. My bad, wrong ability.
I'll forgive you this time.
It's okay. It's
But
okay.
Chronic got the dragon. He got the Cloud Dragon. He's fast as hell.
Fast as hell. It's gonna be good.
He's split pushing. They could actually. I don't know if they're gonna go down mid. We'll see. I don't know if it. I'm not sure. Sana's just gonna base. All right, both teams gonna back off, and we'll see. I mean, Jungdan getting the resets. They're popping off. Able to get a couple kills. You know, Spectacle's having a little bit of a rough game. He has a bit of an unlucky scoreline.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest for our boy Spectacle. We haven't seen quite like the smoothie level rotations from him. But at the same time, it can be a little bit hard, right? Like you got the Master Yi and the Urgot. They both hurt you through the ulti. The enemy team, they're going to be resin people with the Zillion. So even if you set up an awesome play to be made, it still feels bad, man.
That's true.
It's a rough time. It's a rough time, but this game is 35 minutes in. Both teams have 35 kills, and the game's 500 gold apart. It couldn't be closer. The next big play could be the thing that ends it all. Spectacle getting himself back.
Oh, Moonman looking for the
Moonman,
meatball.
all right. This fight's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Spectacle here in the front line. Daddy Fatcock going to be taken down. But the Resurrect will bring him back thanks to the Guardian Angel. Chronic grabbing a kill onto Spectacle. Bung My Goose on the back line. Tide Pod ulti is out. Daddy Fatcock still grabbing the damage. Still going to drop, though. The power of Moonman cannot be underestimated. Tide Pod now goes down next. The scaling power of this Vygar pick really showing up here today.
I think that's it. They're just going to walk it down mid. Jungdan's coming up here. Naruto survived even. Bung My Goose running up here. He's got the IE chain.
Jungdan?
And it's just Granddaddy. He's got a 1v9.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could do it.
I don't think you stop this. I mean, you're up against all three of the big damage dealers. You're a Nautilus. You got a Negatron
He's on the
quote.
loose.
Not quite
Moonman's
sure.
splitting though. He's like
Moonman's like
"Nah,
all
we're gonna get the other
about
inhibitor."
the contingency plan. Moonan
Granddaddy.
wants to make sure that they'll win this game in the
Get
long
in there,
term.
Granddaddy.
Granddaddy, you gotta stop it. This is your you gotta fight. You gotta go. You gotta R somebody. That's it. That's game. The other guys take it. 37 minutes in. GG.
Never lucky. That was a close one, but That's the best of 5. 3-1 for the other guys. Nicholas Paul couldn't come through on the ergot, you know?
Made things a little bit rough for this team. They were expected to have a little bit more success, and unfortunately, they couldn't quite get the pushes in there. I'm the scion from the game. What the hell is this game, Lamau? This game is the best shit this side of the Mississippi, my friend. This game is bronze, elo, solo queue, spectators. You had a good game there, Scion. You had some nice ults. You had some good initiations. I like that shit.
Good job, Scion.
Yeah.
I was the Brawler's Glove. Good game.
Yeah. Azale was the Brawler's Glove in everybody's inventory. He knew what was up. Glad to see you hanging out. Now, I think, boys, we got time for one more game. One more game.
Got to see if he can redeem himself.
Yeah.
Game number 5.
Game 5. Even though the score is 1 and 3, we're still doing Game 5 anyway, just because that's what I want to do. 5 feels like the right number to end it on. You know that? 5 feels right to me.
I think you have to hit him with the silver scrapes.
I think you're right, because my water's almost gone again, so I need some more of that. We'll turn the lighting up a little bit because chat's mad that the lighting isn't bright enough.
Yeah, turn on your disco ball. Get the
turn
smoke
on the
machine going.
Disco ball. Everything's gonna be great. Smoke
Full
machine,
production
silver
value.
scrapes. Put on my
Some
Crimson Chin
pyrotechnics,
costume.
maybe.
Everything will be perfect.
Crimson Jin costume.
Yeah.
Why have you not been wearing that the entire time?
You can't just break out the alter ego for any point of the stream. That's for.
I mean, this is not
day.
just any point in the stream. This is Game 5. Silver scrapes. This is Daddy Fatcock versus Bung My Goose. It doesn't get more intense than this. This is the highest level competition that you will ever see. How dare you call this just any point?
Just
in the game?
any point. Well, we still have to see what that 5th game looks like. So hold on 1 second here while I look up silver scrapes for you guys.
Bronze scrapes.
Bronze scrapes. Yes, exactly. The bronze scrapes. I forgot to change the source for this too. I'm actually trolling. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to play some silver scrapes for you guys. It's going to be amazing.
I'm going to rest up my my gun fingers. My hands are getting
Yeah,
pretty tired.
rest up your gun
I've been holding them
fingers.
like that for like a few hours now.
All right. Here you go, boys. We'll be right back in just a couple of minutes. Keep it here.
Want to go anywhere? Because you will be silver scrape going to Game 5. It's even worse than I thought it would be. Oh my God.
We're back, boys. We're back in action for the final game of the day. Oh yeah, the autoplay, everything died. I forgot we actually ran out of music. My bad. No autoplay. Yeah, we only had one. We only had one track from Mark Z. Only had one track from Mark Z. All right. So one more game from our boy Nicholas Paul, and the man's gonna end it the way it should be ended. We're gonna see one more game from him on Scion. End it with the best champ. That's what I want to see. All right. He's currently in game for 1 minute, so we still got to wait about 2 more minutes before we can go on to the next game. But in the meantime, who is your MVP for game number 4, Mr. Raziel?
I have to think about that. It's got to be Moon Man.
Yeah.
He was hitting him with the meatballs.
I agree.
He was building as many large rods as possible. He was popping off.
Yeah. Moon Man was absolutely incredible that game. Dude did a great job. So I agree. I think it's all about the Moon Man. From outer space to in your face. He knew it. He knew what was up.
True.
All right.
That's true.
Nicholas Paul has one last chance today here, Zale. Now, we already know he can't win the best of 5 series on stream. Current record is 1-3.
But remember, he's 1-1 on Scion, so he can win the Scion best of 3.
He can. And also, what does everybody remember, Zale? If I ask somebody
the final game
to remember a random episode of some show from somewhere in the middle, they'd go, haha, what? If I asked them to tell me the series finale, they would say, hell yeah, I got you.
Or they'd say, never ask me about that again if you're talking about Dexter.
Yes. We're not talking about some lumberjack hustle right now, though. What we're talking about is what we're going to see here. The final episode of today's series. Let's figure it out. Nicholas Paul, in-game, right now, 3 minutes. We've crested the mark. I got to click spectate as soon as I fix my client. There we go. We're getting into it, boys. Brace yourselves. This is it. This is what everything we've worked here today, what everything that Nicholas and Tide Pod have worked for, culminates in. This is it.
This is really what it all comes down to. This is the game to get Challenger.
Yeah, this is it. If there's anything else that mattered today, put that on the shelf. Put that on the bed. Put it next to the Skarner picture. That doesn't matter right now. It's in the background. Here in the forefront, we're talking about this game.
Something unlucky happened, though.
What happened?
Their jungler, unfortunately, is trying a new, innovative build in which he does not take smite.
Oh. That is... All right, that's a new one.
It's the twist, right? It's the twist at the end where they have to overcome it. They need to band together and overcome the fact that Sorov123 took heal on Jack's jungle.
Well, we're gonna find out. Loading into game now. You can hear the sounds of the champions arriving on the spawning platform. Sorov123 in the jungle with the heal on Jax. Tide Pod on the Leona for the final game of the day. Gonna be laning with everybody's favorite Xayah player, McSlappin' Nasty.
That's gonna be a dirty lane. Tide Pod and McSlappin' Nasty.
You know it's a dirty lane when they're also
duos.
going up against Vayne Bastermator. I mean, that's a household name.
That is. I mean, Bastermator, definitely one of the top 80 carries in NA Bronze. McSlappin' Nasty is really a household name that people talk about, that they look to for innovation, for creativity, and real pure mechanical skill.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got to switch the names. Chat's right. They're pointing out that it's the other guys in the home team have to swap around this time. Hold on, let's fix it. Production value. At least they're both Comic Sans this time.
We might be getting a remake here because our
so?
boy Sorov123 has not moved. He is taking heal. So maybe we're getting a remake. We'll find out.
All right, we're going to learn. Let's see. Remake happens at what, 3 minutes?
I think it's 3 minutes.
Okay. So 3 minutes into the game, if he's not back, we're going to find out. But what I do want to point out is right now, all 10 players in this game are tied with our MVP in Game 2, the Zoe, for Vision Score.
Actually, Tide Pod passed him.
Tide Pod passed him. Damn it, Tide Pod.
And McSlappin' Nasty passed him.
Too damn good.
But Sorov123 is completely tied.
Yeah. And honestly, he's doing a lot of the same stuff that Zoe did at the beginning of that game, not being connected.
I think it's looking like a remake for our faithful game.
Yep,
As long as the remake vote passes.
Then again,
I
maybe
have
they
seen
wanted
that.
to. Nope, I'm actually looking at my friends list right now, and Nicholas Paul is back in queue. So, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have been remade. We are not going to get to see the fatal clash of Bastermator and McSlappin' Nasty in the bottom lane. I apologize. I know
Maybe
you
it's for the
wanted
best. We could get Daddy Fatcock again.
That's true. We might get, what was that, like, Bung My Goose.
Bung My Goose and Daddy Fatcock. What if like all the greats just happen to be on his team?
They all
in
just
the
collide.
Final game. We got like we got the Yee from the first game. We got Daddy Fatcock.
CS1.
We got Bung My Goose. All team up
All hanging out.
with Nicholas Paul and Tide Pod.
That would be the
To
game
just
to end
create
all
like
games.
the ultimate team.
That would be the game to end all games. Honestly, if we do have that happen, everybody's going to call it scripted because it's going to be too good. But the game now ends without a result. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go back to the waiting room. Turn it back to full player cam. And you know, some of these players have been playing really good today. I mean, we've saw some pretty cool moves from some players. You remember the Fizz from the first game?
That Fizz was smurfing. He was popping off.
Well, actually, speaking of that, my behind-the-scenes special investigators got us a look into that Fizz that played in game number 1 that we all thought was smurfing.
Okay.
We actually were able to utilize our special FBI technology, hack into his webcam, and get a picture of what he looks like behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, you all remember the Fizz that played so well in game number 1. This is what he actually looked like IRL. You can see that our assumptions were incredibly and truthfully correct. Hanging out at his PC, smurfing all day long, crusading through bronze games with his gaggle of e-girls ready to go. Dude was a champion.
It's got a lot of pictures of Smurfette there in the background.
No, those are e-girls.
Those are the e-girls?
Yeah, those are the e-girls.
Okay. They're just very small.
I made this in 6 minutes before the stream. What do you expect? I can't actually.
It is to scale.
Yeah, it's just they're Janamains.
Yeah, we got the Janamain. There's a Lux in there. I can see the Nami. You know.
Yeah, see, he's ready to go. This is how this dude cruises all day long. Just look at the look in his eyes. He knows that he's just here to take your LP. Mr. Steal Your LP. That's who this guy is. He didn't come here to mess around. That's what he was doing. And I mean, that's why that first game he played so good. So just so you guys know, we do have powerful Smurf detection systems at Rito. We know if you are this guy. I got a picture of this guy. So y'all best be careful.
Pretty impressive.
It is. I know.
Quite a close-up picture as well. I didn't know we had that level of technology.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he keeps his webcam off to the right and was conveniently looking at it right when we snapped the picture either. I'm also not sure why his room looks like an office from the 1980s and he has a phone that...
It's retro.
Yeah, oh, it's retro theme.
Yeah, it's retro.
Yeah.
Retro, and it's all the rage. It's coming back.
Well, that's the way to do it. Just playing on the old CRT monitor. That chair looks like he got it for $14.99 at the local Office Max. Probably got it in a bundle deal from Staples. Look at the armrest on the keyboard, too. It's floating off of the desk. Those wrists are so relaxed, the dude is never under pressure. You talk about pro players sometimes get wrist problems or carpal tunnel or something. Nah. This guy's so cool, it don't even matter. All right. Is Nicholas back in game? I had to show you guys our Smurf detecting technology to make sure I kept you all on the straight and narrow and had you doing the right thing and not just smurfing in people's games, because we know when you're doing it. Mm-hmm. All right, so now that we've given away some of our secrets, for the greater good, of course, for the greater good. We can
exactly. We're trying to keep it a fair and even playing field on Summoner's Rift, you know?
Yeah, we're trying to make sure everybody's got a fair chance here. But
so really, when you take that in consideration, the first loss there for Nicholas Paul doesn't really count.
No, it doesn't, because he was up against that guy.
Exactly. So really, if you kind of turn that into a win, he's 2-2. So, like he's still in it for the best of 5.
That's true. Call Mark. How am I supposed to call Mark? Do you guys think I actually had him singing that live? No, it was a YouTube video. Mark's not here. We don't have Mark. I don't know what Mark's doing. Mark's not here, chat. I'm sorry. We don't have Mark. So we're gonna have to go on without him. Nicholas is back in game. It's 15 seconds until we can join him in that game, so it's gonna be great. But maybe next time. Considering we managed to get 12,000 viewers for this and everybody seems to be having a good time, we'll definitely aim to do another one of these in the future. And when we do, we'll make sure we have more guest spots with more guests. We'll get Mark in there and we'll have him sing Silver Scrapes live. It'll blow your mind.
Live Silver Scrapes.
It'll blow your minds.
The interviews, the post-game interviews. We gotta have the breakdown.
Oh yeah,
Cyrene in here.
Cyrene can break it down.
Exactly. We need the breakdown episode that comes out afterwards to show us how Xin actually dodged that Scion ultimate.
And then Jat and Dash can count us down at the start. We'll have some desk segments or something. We'll bring Avali on for the interviews.
Vedius can get us some picks to watch.
Yeah, Vedius will get us some picks to watch. It could do some
the Relic Shield
Vigar with
Smite
some
bot.
Watering cam props. It'll be great. It's going to be top tier. Y'all aren't going to want to miss that. But now, what you really don't want to miss, and what I know you're all here for, the final game of the day. Let's go. The real final game of the day. Let's go. All right. Loading into game right now. Hopefully we don't see any Jax summoner spell issues here this time around. Change this over to our in-game thing. Here we go. They got McSlappin' Nasty again!
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
That's
All
how
right.
you know it's going to be a good game. And you thought that the Jhin top with Grasp was innovative? You haven't even seen the Heimerdinger mid with Grasp.
I mean, coming from the Republican, he's decided to step out of politics and into the Rift. He's bringing some high-value plays here.
Yes.
He decided, he's like, nope, I'm not doing politics anymore. That doesn't suit me. We're going to mid lane instead. And they'll be
I mean, this is going to be nuts.
But look at the other team, though. A humble support. He's already tilt-proof. You know this guy's racking up tilt-proofs left, right, and center.
Yeah, and this guy's aggressive. That's an alpha Soraka taking Spell Thieves and Ignite. I mean, that guy's looking to go in, right? This is not one of those passive supports. He may be humble, but you already know this guy's a monster. Nera, I'm digging the starting items. This is the I'm never going to go out of mana ever build there.
Absolutely. And I mean,
Yes.
Tide Pod decided he wanted to send this game off with a firework, man. Predator Morgana for the final game of the day.
I'm feeling it.
The rotations. I can already taste it, Azale. It's going to be delicious.
And you rush the Mobies, you get that Predator going,
But
easy
now-
rotations.
Speaking of rushing a certain items, Varus has opted with the very much unconventional, don't buy anything, just leave the base strategy.
So here's the thing. Most players don't actually take this into consideration.
All right,
But
explain
you
this to me.
actually can't afford a BF sword
With
at
starter
level
gold.
1. They don't give you enough gold.
Right.
So people
game
do
doesn't
this,
give you the
really-
money.
Yeah, people do this really inferior kind of meta slave build where they buy an item at the start of the game. And really all that is doing is making it take longer to get to your BF sword. So if instead you just never spend gold, you're that much closer.
That makes a lot of sense. But honestly, at level 1 here, PK Ruthless almost going to be taken down by the Spartanians. A humble support, barely walking himself away from this one. One more auto attack could do it. Spartanius, he wants it, but he might be taken down instead. No! It's over to McSlappin' Nasty, slapping him around. Can he make it the double? Yes, he can. That is a fantastic start for Nicholas and Tide Pod right there. Getting that 80 carry. He is going to be slapping hella nasty this game.
And I like this. Commit to the build for Varus. Oh, he's going back.
No,
he's going
no,
back.
he's not. He's not committing to the build.
He's not committing to the
He's
So
going
I
for
don't
the-
like this. I revised my previous analysis.
Okay.
He's going back and he's spending gold on the Doran's Blade. And I feel like at that point, you know, he already had 150 extra gold. He could have just kept it going, right? And then you hit that big power spike with the BF sword, and that's how you turn it around. But in this case, I'm not sure. You know,
he's going for the cut his losses approach.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's half measures, right? And it's just not what you like to see. You hate to see that.
No more half measures. No more half measures. Going
Can
back.
Tide Pod miss?
No, I'm pretty sure Tide Pod is just a sentient AI sent back in time to properly educate us on how to play League of Legends at this point. Tide Pod has truly been a blessing to this stream all day long. Much love to you, Tide Pod. If you come back and watch the VOD later, it's been real. But mid lane, the Republican, giving Near 38 a difficult time there, forcing the flash out.
That's true. I mean, he's gonna be tanky boy. You just keep rocking that grass, stack up all the health. You know,
Very strong, very strong.
all you got to do is run in circles and let your turrets kill everyone. So you don't really need comment. You don't really need anything like that. How can you kill him? Look at that grass proc.
Oh, Republican gonna be keeping himself alive nice and easy though. Drops the ignite down onto Ragnagord. Forces him away. Korean Nation defending pretty good against Nicholas Paul up here in the top side. Nicholas not farming the greatest right now. Got to work on getting some more of that CS in there with the Scion.
You know, yeah, he's missing some farm, but at the same
happens.
time, he's got the refillable. He's asserting his dominance. You know, he's scaling. So things are looking okay up there on the top side, and he's I believe him. I believe in our boy Nicholas Paul. You know, he's 1-1 on the Scion so far today. He's looking to make it 2-1. You know, upgrade that
Double the
55% win rate. Exactly. That
Double
would
the
be
wins.
double the wins.
And like you said, 2 out of 3 on the day is a 66% win rate. That's Smurf levels. That's a challenger player playing in silver. Like, actually, it's not. That's closer to like 95. But still, you get my point.
It's basically the same thing. If
It's
you round up
66 rounds to 95. I took math. I don't even need my
Exactly.
solar-powered calculator for that. I'm using it to play League of Legends on. That's what I'm streaming with.
55% win rate on Scion. That basically is already 60. 60 is 2/3 of 90. So you're basically already there.
Yeah, you already did.
And
it.
we saw how he can do the drifting on Scion. Like that gives you at least an extra 25.
Yeah.
And then
it's free.
I mean, he has Tide Pod on his team, which is the last 5 you need.
Yep. It all adds up to a 100% chance of success. I wish we had a 100 emoji on Twitch, but we don't. At least not one that I know of or have enabled on my channel probably. I actually didn't even know how to turn poggers on for you guys at the beginning of the stream, but I taught myself. It was great. That's what we do here. We adapt. We adapt and we overcome. Exactly like what Nicholas and Tide Pod are looking to do in this 5th game of the day. They got to make sure that they're always ready to go here as Spartanius gets himself in a pretty bad spot. The Korean Nation looking to slam him down here. One more attack will do it. He doesn't even need Ragnagord. Woof.
That's unlucky. That's a red buff going over onto Nicholas Paul's laner. That's rough.
Hey, we do have a 100 emoji. Yes! Nicholas?
Uh-oh.
Nope, not today. Not today.
That was a brave trade, but perhaps, you know, not the most worth. But he's looking. He wants to get this kill. I mean, yes, your jungler just gave him the red buff, but if you kill him, then it's more like your jungler gave you the red buff.
Right, it's just, it's a donation. A temporary bump in the road. Binding. Okay. Tide Pod finally misses one. He is human after all. McSlappin' Nasty, getting some good damage down there.
Yeah, pretty nice trade there onto the Varus, but does have a humble support, healing him back up.
Always got to have the humble support. It's all about the selflessness. I don't want my support being a guy who's like, oh no, I want all the kills. You know, the kind of guy who picks Lux support with quotation marks and then only builds damage because he actually queued up for mid. No. I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy. Give me the humble one. Give me the humble one.
Exactly.
Especially when he's in the clan I Fizzed. I mean, he's clearly in the same smurfing crew as the Fizz from before.
That's true. That makes sense. I see the logic. And the thing is, I really like McSlappin' Nasty's build because he did not have a Soraka, right? So you have to go and you have to fit in the build adaptations, you know, see what your team is missing and kind of use itemization to fill the gap. So you don't have a Soraka, you buy 5 healing potions. That basically is a Soraka.
Yeah.
Now he has a Soraka on his team, and it's him.
People remember back in the days, you used to be able to buy however many potions your inventory could hold. You have 6 slots and you could have stacks of 9. So you could have 54 potions at once if you wanted them. But we had to stop that eventually because people were tripping on too many potions. But McSlappin' Nasty is going back to those days. One more hit on the PK Ruthless, but he ends up almost suiciding, popping both summoner spells to get himself out by the skin of his teeth. Woo! Tide Pod still thinking about maybe going for the binding snipe here, but not today. Not today.
Slapping Nasty wants to stay around, but that's risky. Humble Support has an Ignite. He's looking.
Humble Support wants to make this one happen there. The root comes in. Damage going through. Ooh! Humble Support might have needed to be a little bit more humble there. Got big for his britches. Got smacked down. Stunned down on the
sit down,
though.
stay humble. He's getting cocky.
Sit down, stay humble. Exactly. Sometimes there's meaning in the lyrics. Azael, he should have listened.
It's deep. Very, very deep.
But is it as deep as a Tide Pod? Spartanius trying to get away here from Korean Nation. Uh-oh. Blow the horn. You run from Ornn. Airborne. Spartanius kept alive for now. Korean Nation's also going to be healed up from this one. He's not
The Predator Morgana
anywhere. The Morgana swoops in. Tide Pod making sure he keeps that 100% KP.
Yeah, Tide Pod just Predator Morgana then with the Moby Boot Rush, drops the Black Shield, keeping his jungler alive. That's the rotations you like to see. I mean, this is some LCS level stuff. You were talking about, you know, how the Alistar in the previous game wasn't making the smoothie level rotations.
Right.
Tide Pod is making the smoothie level rotations.
Tide Pod is doing it, turning it on for the final game of the day. They're already up 2,000 gold. 9 minutes into this game. Nero 38, not getting much of a chance to breathe here. The Republican really putting the pressure on this lane with the Heimerdinger. And that Grasp of the Undying. Uh-oh. PK Ruthless trying to go here for Tide Pod, who flashes away. Can't quite get out, though. He's trying to lead him on a wild goose chase, but can't quite do it. The root doesn't connect. Slapping Nasty, thinking about this 1v2, but the heals from Humble Support are too much, and the damage won't come through.
Not able to burst him down. Tide Pod tries to hit him with the trick, tries to flash the opposite way. You cannot expect that, but Slapping Nasty not able to actually follow up and kill him off. Now, boy Nicholas Paul, you know, he's trading back and forth. He's not down too much farm, down the kill, but
he's all right.
He's doing all right up there, especially when you consider that Ornn did have a red buff. That makes it pretty tough to lane against.
Yeah, Ornn's a little bit of a tough guy, but as long as you're respecting your lane opponent, making sure you're not ending up in some kind of a montage on Ornn Hub tomorrow, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Korean Nation, 63 to 44 in the farm, though. Nicholas Paul's got to be careful. It's all about that respect I was talking about, Azael. All about that respect.
You gotta love that neither mid laner has gone back to base yet, and because of this, Nira has the advantage since he went for the free ass boots. If you can keep the other person in lane for 10 minutes, then you have bought, essentially. He has boots. The other guy is still just on his Dorans. So now he has a big item advantage there in the mid lane. And that's when you can really start to take over against the Grassheimer, because you can just be zipping and zagging, you know, you're dodging, you're avoiding everything with your boots. There's not much you can do.
I like boots normally, Azael. The only thing better than getting shoes is getting free-ass shoes. That's exactly the kind of philosophy these guys are subscribing to. Korean Nation sounds the horn again. Spartanius knocked up into the air. Charge away. This guy's clean, man. This guy's clean.
That was nicely done.
Bottom lane, McSlappin' Nasty looking pretty good on those Xayah moves, too. Constantly pushing these guys up. Tide Pod wants to look for it.
His Predator is up. He has the Predator off cooldown here. He could actually look for this. See if he can Predator in on him. Predator in on him.
There you go. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Slapping Nasty. Already just grabbing the kill. Don't even need the Predator, but it's Ragnagord trying to come in and stop these guys. Tide Pod popping the ulti. Trying to get away. Binding. Not going to stick around to proc the second part of the ult. Still going to be taken down. Slapping Nasty needs to choose correctly with these Shakos. Not quite going to get either one of them. Heal is procced. Shaco clone dies. Piercing arrow flies. Slapping Nasty. Looking to turn things right back around. The E comes through! Ruthless still gets him, but McSlappin' Nasty. Call this man McClappin' Nasty. That was some good shit.
Trading the kills. Back and forth. Tide Pod. McSlappin' Nasty. Making it 2 for 2 in that extended with the jungler there. So pretty nice. Still, neither mid laner has gone back to base. We're 12 minutes in.
This is a good game.
This is a good game. This is close. There's just too much pressure from both sides. Neither one has had any opportunity to go back to base.
Final game of the day, and everybody's putting it on the line here. 1,500 gold.
Predator Morgana?
But Predator Morgana looking to build that lead even further. I don't know if she's going to get anything. Now, McSlappin' Nasty went with the dueling build approach first and foremost. A lot of time you see Xayah stack crit because it scales with her E. Nope. Just wants to make sure that he's got the Bloodthirster to 1v1 whoever would even dare to flex nuts against this guy.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people say, oh, CDR is good on Xayah. Crit is good on Xayah. Dealing damage in team fights is good on Xayah.
Right.
But here's what they're not really thinking about. How do you lose a fight?
You die.
You run out of health.
You go from Xayah to Daya. You don't want to
Exactly. Do that. How do you not run out of health? You buy an item that heals you.
It's next level.
I mean,
this already in their brains.
First he had the 5 health pots. He is like ascended. Now he has potions and a Bloodthirster. This guy is doing more healing than the Soraka.
He's just building it if it's red. If there's a red item, he builds it.
That's actually true.
Dorian's blade has purple in it, but as someone who passed art class in high school, I know that purple is just a combination of red and blue. It still counts. Tide Pod goes down. Slappin' Nasty has to make the outplay 1 versus 2 here. He's got the Bloodthirster. Remember, he still has some healing capability. Going to be silenced up. More damage coming through. Flash from the humble support. Can't quite bring down the Star Call in time to grab him. But now Spartanius
win this, my man.
Trying to make the move. This is a questionable play, sir, but it's also questionable to step out of the Kindred thing. So
that shit was calculated.
All right, it's 1 versus 1. Yeah, Spartanius knew he was going to get in his brain. He knew he was going to psych him out. He knew he was going to scare him. He got rid of him.
I mean, he had him downloaded, right? Like, again, I would not have gone for that play. You would have not have gone for that play, but he gets the kill.
He knew.
And McSlappin' Nasty, he just out heals the Soraka damage. There's no counterplay.
Yeah, McSlappin' Nasty, you can't fight this guy 1 versus 1. You fight this guy 1 versus 1, you're dead. Oh, the Republican.
Clean.
With the missiles. Bringing it in. There you go. 2-0 on this Heimerdinger. Highest farm in the game. Zonia's Hourglass completed. That is a scary donger.
And the next level, the next level is Spartanius leashed blue for his mid laner by going bot, knowing he would kill the Varus, and give the blue buff to the Soraka, who was then corralled towards mid lane and dies to the Heimerdinger, who now has the blue buff.
The old blue buff switcheroo.
That's maximizing your buff. That's getting the blue buff on 2 people.
That's top tier. The Republican needs to make sure he doesn't get caught out in a bad spot here, though. That slam up into the wall. Flash away. Nice. Not afraid to pop the flash on that one. Quick on the trigger finger, as now McSlappin' Nasty. What can you do here? Getting caught out a little bit. No ulti to get him to safety. PK Ruthless trying to escape from Spartanius. Drops the CC, but not in time. Tide Pod knocked up. Slam down, a double kill over to Korean Nation. Republican going to be popping the zone. He's keeping himself alive long enough to buy a little bit more time for the rest of the team. A triple kill for Korean Nation. What did I say earlier, ladies and gentlemen? Putting that one on Ornhub. Let's go.
That Orn is clean. But Spartanius got a couple kills there. He got some bounties too. And Nicholas Paul on the roam. We'll see if he can get anything back. But Korean Nation is looking pretty clean. I mean, this is truly the NALCS now, because we have a dominant Korean import top. That's how you know you're watching the NALCS.
This guy, you're going to be scouting grounds. 2018. Be on the lookout. Korean Nation. Yeah, he's going to take up an import slot, but from the way I'm looking at it, it's worth. Look at his scoreline. Is it 420? That's not an accident. That's not an accident.
And there's a Heimerdinger in the game.
Hell yeah.
Tripod, clean binding.
Nothing to find, though. Nothing to find. Now, see, Tide Pod was doing really good early. Sitting on like 0-0 and 4. But since then, Tide Pod's had a couple of unfortunate positionings. So I'm looking to see Tide Pod keep that strong mental and get back into landing the bindings that we all know and love.
Yeah. He's doing pretty well, though. I got to give him credit. He's been rotating around, making plays. This Ornn is kind of free farming up top, though. Nicholas Paul is going to try to go bot and make some plays, see if they can get a dive and maybe knock down first turret. Otherwise, the Ornn's just going to take it, so... All right, Tripod's looking. We'll see if they can pull off his dive.
The binding miss. Let's see if Nicholas can make the magic happen. Down to the bot lane they go. PK Ruthless. One more hit will do it, but the heal from humble support. Truly humble. Truly blessed. Keeping that team alive yet again. PK Ruthless walking away.
Something I hadn't really taken into consideration either is the boot synergy on Ruthless and Humble support. You know, these guys are calling each other up. They're matching. They're on point with their boots. Spartanius, though.
Oh, Spartanius! trying to stand against the Korean nation, but he can't do it. PK Ruthless going down and McSlapping Nasty. That Bloodthirster heal coming through, topping it right back up. Look at his health bar. You can see it just jump back up each time as he hits those creeps. That's the healing. That's the dream. And
Shaco's in here. Tide Pod, look out.
Tide Pod! He's gonna eat you! Ugh. Killing spree. Ragnagord grabs that one, but can McSlappin' Nasty make it a 1-for-1? Nope, not today. Korean Nation knows Nicholas Paul's coming right back into top lane, though. Wants to give him a welcoming present. Smacks him right there in the butt. Walks away.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for Nicholas Paul. I mean, that's a 2-item Orin. He's up 2K. McSlappin' Nasty, can he out-heal? Can he out-heal the Shaco?
Republican's aim isn't too solid down there to pick up the kill. Slapping Nasty, still trying to get away from this Shaco. Republican, oh, there he hits the one that matters. Right as I call out the aim. I cast or cursed him on purpose. I wanted to see the big Heimerdinger plays. Korean Nation, what are you doing there, bud?
I mean, Korean Nation is gonna win this. That's a strong Orin, man. He's got a red buff. He's got 2 items. Nicholas Paul's got to run for the hills.
Nicholas Paul driving away in the Scion Mobile. Korean Nation just having a great time. Honestly, putting on a hell of a show with the Orange so far this game. And he's got a lot of armor, though. But no MR.
Is trying to kill this this Rift Herald.
He does get it.
Does get it.
No big deal there. Republican going to have the bone armor triggered. Not really too worried about Varus. Varus did get the Rage Blade done. Nicholas Paul, man, I don't know about sticking around like this, Azale. I don't know about sticking around like this. There's not a lot of gas left in the tank.
Yeah, it's some risky business, especially when Orin has his ult. So I'm gonna hit you with a question here.
Okay. All right. Give me the question.
You play quite a bit of jungle. You know that's your main role. Can you break down the Shaco build for me?
All right, breaking down the Shaco build. Let's get in the mind of the Shaco.
Yep. Hit me with it.
All right. I'm running through the jungle. Hell yeah, we're gonna farm some creeps. That's why I got my machete. Hell yeah. Now we're gonna run a little quicker. That's why I got my boots. Oh shit, these creeps hurt.
Yeah.
Now I gotta get a cloth armor so it doesn't hurt as much. All right, so now we're good to go. Oh shit, they still hurt a little bit more. I'm gonna get an extra armor to wear along. Wait, hold on, just stop changing. I'm gonna get an extra armor to wear that also stings the creeps to teach them a lesson. Hell yeah. Now wait, I can't kill the creeps fast enough, so we need Tiamat so I can slap multiple creeps at once. Look at that. I'm slapping this creep, but this creep also gets hurt.
Hell this is actually insane.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And now, what's wrong with my itemization? I only got armor. Give me that juicy MR shield. Hell yeah.
I mean, he thought of everything. That's actually insane. This guy is
Ooh.
Xyal clean.
McSlappin' Nasty barely getting away from that one.
But he has the Bloodthirster. You think he's hurt, but he's not that hurt because he can heal.
It don't even matter. He's just going to heal right back up.
Predator Morgana?
Predator Morgana going after the humble support. Nope, not popping the Predator. Republican, he's going to make the attack. He sets up the turret. He's still got the Zonias too. He Zonias is his own team's redemption, which feels a little bit bad, but he's still making some moves. Spartanius jumping forward, wanting to go after humble support. Ragnagord still trying to make the move here onto Republican. A little more damage will do it. It's going to come in through that Ignite. Republican will not strut away from that one, but Spartanius will now look to clean something up. Ragnagord trying to hop away. Not a lot of damage yet from Spartanius. He also opted towards that static shiv piece. I don't even know what you call that thing. Oh, wait, why is that on him? Oh! Nice job by Spartanius. That was frame perfect. Getting himself away with it, too. That's what I'm talking about. Man's got timing. Man's got timing.
Xayah healed up. Xayah healed up with the BT. She could get in there. Oh, the binding. The binding of Soraka. Xayah, get in there.
Morgana. Morgana.
Oh.
Morgana. Ragnagord trying to... Ragnagord can't fight this. He even got the Bramble Vest to stop the Xayah from healing so much, but this Xayah is still just such a 1v1er. It's not going to work. Shaco did fully complete his Thornmail, though, so he's not easy to kill.
Spartanius just pops the Rift Herald in their face. He is not scared at all, and in comes Nicholas Paul.
Nicholas Paul looking to bring in the reinforcements. Korean Nation trying to get out of this one. He's going to be tanking up everybody for so very long. Spartanius already down. Korean Nation moving around, trying to get back, trying to get away. They will not catch him. Not today. Damage down onto PK Ruthless, though. That's pretty good. If you can't get the tank, take the carry. Korean Nation still holding the line. Still going to be healed up.
Shaco's just too tanky, man. Can't take him down, and they can keep pushing this if they want. 4-man mid. We got ourselves an ARAM. Everyone is
That's
here mid now.
what I wanted.
That's what you love to see. And this one is a close one too. I mean, this one is only 1K apart at almost 23 minutes. This is actually very evenly matched here. I love the Spooky Ghost picking it up. Spooky Ghost in combination with the grass.
Big
you might be
item.
saying, how do you get the grass proc off as Heimerdinger? His autos aren't that good. They're pretty short range, and you don't really have a way to catch up to them. Well, Spooky Ghost solves that. Hit the Spooky Ghost, slow him down, run up, proc the grass, free.
Plus, you're already in combat because the ghosts are
Predator
slowing an
Morgana.
enemy player. Tide Pod going in, looking to make the binding. Wants to catch out the Ornn here. Republican also going to be going for some damage. Drops down the big gun, knocked up into the air. Zonia's to buy some time. Nicholas Paul going to continue to buy that for him as well. Republican walks away. And they're going to send Ragnar Gordon, Korean Nation, home in a couple of body bags. Well played from the red team.
And I mean, this Kindred is going to be like immune to death. He's got the Cinder Hulk. He's got his GA.
Very defensive builds coming out of the junglers this game, Azale. Very defensive builds.
Very defensive. I mean, if you can be tankier, then he can be tankier. He's just one-upping him.
Yeah,
you know?
he's just going to beat you at your own game.
Exactly. I'm feeling it, though. He's got the challenging smite, too. This guy is going to be hard to kill. He's got the ult to save himself if he gets low. You know, you can proc your grass. The Bloodthirster's going to be healing up. Everything's kind of working together, and he has 7 marks. And if this goes to 300 minutes, he's on pace for quite a few marks. And that's going to be all the damage he needs. So all he has to really do is draw it out till 300 minutes, build pure tank, and then have 7,000 stacks.
Of course. And now, they've caught out Nira 38 yet again. That Luck's going to be in some trouble. I say yet again, but it's actually Nira's first death of the game. We saw him have a bit of a rough laning phase against the Heimerdinger, but he's been doing a good job keeping himself alive until Nicholas gets in there, lands that Scion ulti at that point in time. Republican now looking to make the 1 versus 1 against the Korean Nation. We've seen this Ornn make some moves, but Republican says, hey, you want to see a fight? I'll give you a fight. Goes on a killing spree and takes down that Ornn.
Republican's popping off. He actually has pretty good farm. He's got a lot of kills. Tide Pod, though, has got to get out of there.
Oh, Tide Pod throws down the exhaust to try to stay alive. Might do it, but the last tick of the Ignite from Ragnagord seals his fate. 37 kills in 25 minutes, and only 4 now turrets between the two teams.
And Spartanius is actually getting pretty close. He needs 1 more stack for the next kind of range bonus there. Every 4 hunts, you do get extra range. So that's actually going to be pretty big on his next bounty. He can pick that up. He's going to be looking pretty good. Varus has his Rage Blade. He's getting pretty strong. And now we got the Essence Reaver. So he's got the BT. He's got the Essence Reaver. He's building some crits. Some McSlappin' Nasty's getting really strong here.
Yeah, red team's looking strong.
Looking pretty good. Yeah, I mean, they all of a sudden are up like 5K. It was a couple minutes ago. It was basically dead even.
I mean,
NA might pretty strong.
NA might never beat Korea at Worlds, but the Republican did solo kill Korean Nation, so you can derive from that whatever information you want to. I mean,
the gap is closing.
NA greater than KR could very well be a possibility here soon.
This is very, very true. That's definitely what I'm taking from this game.
That's the kind of lesson we all should learn. As McSlappin' Nasty continues to just be able to be there on the front line. He's got the Essence Reaver now. There's some of that traditional like LCS style of Xayah we were talking about, but it's still coupled with that lifesteal man-fighting Xayah that we were praising earlier.
Yeah, we'll see. I wonder if anyone's going to build any healing debuffs to fight against this humble support. Because she's doing a lot of healing, but Spartanius, that's that Cinder Hulk. You can't burst him down.
Yup, if that was a Warrior Kindred, would have just died there. Jumps forward, stays on the very edge of his own ultimate, wanting to be kept safe. Resurrection coming through from the Guardian Angel. You just can't kill the guy. Stays on the back line. PK Ruthless taken down. Root down on that frontliner. Korean Nation looking to do some work, but can't quite find all of it to do. Nicholas Paul getting himself nearly killed in the back line there. Korean Nation juggled up, but he still stays alive somehow. Walking away from the missiles there now. The Warmogs will do plenty to bring him back a little bit later on. Ragnagord, Tide Pod with the read. Not quite enough to keep Republican alive, but that was still a sick landing on that bind.
McSlappin' Nasty is split pushing. He's going to get a turret here, so not too bad. Spartanius actually got another bounty in that fight, and I don't think Ornn's going to be able to outdamage all this healing coming out of McSlappin' Nasty. This is the Bloodthirster in full effect. Let's see if he can heal through it.
Oh, Tide Pod.
Gotta keep autoing. Gotta keep fighting.
Also trying to defend from this. McSlappin' Nasty just running from the Ornn, not willing to take this fight any longer.
He backs off. He says, you know what? I'm scaling. I got some money. my pocket can go back, buy a brawler's glove or something. So he's gonna back off, but pretty even trade overall. You know, about 2K apart now between the two teams. They're looking pretty good, and Spartanius is starting to build up some damage now. He's saying, okay, I'm tanky enough. Gonna start building towards that IE.
It was a good day. It was a good day out on the Rift. Everybody just got done with that little bit of a scrap. So, everybody's having a good time.
Shaco is actually he's got his Maw. He's going to build a Titanic. He's got a little bit of everything. Got some armor, got some MR, got some HP.
The whole
some
kit and
shoes on your feet.
He's
got
ready to
everything
go.
you want.
The shoes are still like the poor man's shoes, right? He's still walking around. There's like a hole in the big toe. It's sticking up out of it. They haven't been replaced in a while. They're not looking so good, but they're still shoes nonetheless.
That's true. He's not wearing Yeezys or anything.
Yeah, he doesn't have no Yeezys. Doesn't have no Nikes. It's not working out too good for him. PK Ruthless. Things weren't working out too good for the Republican there either. He just got popped.
He was feeling confident. He was getting in there, but didn't work out for him. McSlip and Nasty split pushing again, but they might need him to start grouping up. I mean,
double lift. Double lift.
Blue team's looking to fight. Humble
support is right there on the front line. This dude is not willing to wait. And by the way, Humble Support's choice of a banner is really indicative of a greater understanding of the game. We haven't seen any banners so far today.
I mean, this is as LCS as it gets.
Yeah.
He's building a banner.
This dude is meta. Korean Nation. Oh, very nice job there from the Ornn. Good stuff from Korean Nation, getting himself back. Staying alive still, going to be tanking up multiple people. Still kept alive. If you guys were looking for some ornographic material today, you came to the right stream. Korean Nation playing these fights right.
Yeah, he just can't get taken down. He's so tanky. Already has 3 items complete with the Warmogs. I actually really like his build. Korean Nation has been playing pretty damn well. He's looking good. The Republican's still alive. McSlap and Nasty healing back up. They can maybe try to defend this turret. We'll see if they are able to do it.
Forward they march. Going further and further towards the enemy base. Korean Nation with a knock-up. Spartanius doesn't get hit by the comet. If that comet hits him, he actually dies to it. Whoa.
That's free. That's a Cinder Hulk again.
Paying off. Those dividends, baby. Those dividends.
Oh, the Alcardin?
Republican deciding to turn things around. These Zonias are actually so well done from him this game. He's using it a lot to bait these crazy situations. Ragnagord running away there as the clone expires, but this game, it's on a knife's edge, Azael. It's less than 1,000 gold apart between the two teams. Everybody's making plays back and forth. I got no idea how this one's going to end.
Balanced on a brawler's glove.
Balanced on the thin edge of a brawler's glove.
The pinky of a brawler's glove is deciding this game right now. Spartanius is gonna looking to kill Ragnagord. He's trying to just take this dragon back.
TY for leash, less than 3.
Oh, will Ragnagord go back in though?
But is he gonna get counter TY'd? Nope. Nope. Ragnagord's
TY for leash.
Ragnagord's not doing that. That's just 1 TY for leash, less than 3.
He got another stack. How many bounties does this guy have? He has 10 bounties. That's actually a lot.
That's actually a bunch of them.
He's actually doing a really good job remarking his targets and kind of stacking this up. I feel like a lot of people really suck at that, actually like constantly utilizing their bounties. So he's doing a good job. It actually gives you a lot of extra damage. And here comes Nicholas Paul.
Nicholas Paul looking to start things off here for the team, getting the knock-up into the damage, and a PK Ruthless going down, and that's both enemy carries knocked out of the park. Nicholas Paul flashing that emote, and rightly so. That's the initiation the red team needed. Nicholas says, you know what? I'm not waiting on minions. I don't care about minions. We're pushing up right now. Korean Nation looking to stop it, but he missed the Ornn ult. He didn't hit the second part of the ram, but he gets the 4-man knock-up anyway.
Get in there,
Kindred
Tide Pod.
ulti is down. Tide Pod wanting to provide some damage there on the front line. The Korean Nation stood strong for so long, but he still couldn't endure the 5-man push from the side of the home team. Can they break the inhib itself, though? They still got 10 seconds on PK Ruthless. Ragnagord and Humble support. There's no way you defend this with just 2 of you. Inhib taken down.
They could go to the Baron, honestly, if they want. Nicholas Paul showing us the 55% right there, making a big play when his team was starting to lose some fights. He comes in, it's the 2-man ultimate, 2-man knockup on a couple carries, and they're going for the Baron. They're looking like they're running over to it. We'll see if they actually decide to go for it.
That's a game changer. That's a game changer right there.
Zaya's going bot. I don't know if you want to go for this now with Zaya going bot. She's coming back, though. We'll see.
All right. Scuttle Crab putting his juke boots on another way to Scion Q. Hate to see that happen.
Oh, Spartanius going in.
Spartanius looking for humble support. Also getting himself in a bit of a precarious spot. Varus ulti goes a bit wide. Heimerdinger drops down the big turret. PK Ruthless taken very low. Slapping Nasty coming forward onto the front line. The heals from the Raka enough to make it a 1-for-1. Kindred also losing the Guardian Angel here off to the side. Redemption coming down. Ragnagord trying to get that Kindred, but the damage on Titanic Hydra Thornmail Shaco isn't the greatest. Nicholas Paul getting the point blank ulti there down onto the Korean Nation. Tide Pod goes golden, but will not likely last too much longer. One more bonk from the hammer takes him down. Korean Nation now into the back lines as Ragnagord will also fall to the combined might of the Republican and Nicholas Paul. Except that was actually just the Ragnagord clone, and I wasn't paying attention. Republican still kept alive. The turret's doing a lot of work. The Maw keeping Ragnagord in this fight as the Republican arms the ulti a bit too late. The cannon is still shooting. Humble support's got to be looking out for that one. Spartanius hobbling away.
Yeah, Spartanius needs to stay alive here. They need their jungler up if they're going to try to go for Baron, but Nicholas Paul hasn't warded it out. That was a pretty insane fight back and forth, and might be more fights here around this red buff. But McSlip and Nasty is actually back now. He's got his Shiv. He's building some armor penetration. I like to see that. And they're going to get the red buff. They could actually just go straight back to Baron if they want to try. We'll see if they're going to base back up, though.
Slapping Nasty's going to need some armor pen for this big ol' Ornn. This dude is strong. The Shaco as well. I mean, having the Thornmail, you got to get through those frontliners. And I think McSlappin' Nasty's making the right choice here, going for some of that armor penetration. He's got the 50% crit. That means, I mean, crit's always a 50% chance because you either crit or you don't. But now he's got the true 50% chance. Now
exactly.
It's as true as it can possibly be.
And you can always go back for the last item IE, so you know he can get that 6th item later on maybe. But Spartanius, you know, getting pretty strong. Spartanius actually has an IE Shiv now and 10 stacks. He's gonna do a lot of damage at this point. Ragnagod with the juke.
Oh, he gets out. The man is clever, but at the same time, McSlappin' Nasty looking to go after him here. Shaco popping the clone. Spartanius still looking to go in on this one. Get those marks. More damage. Wolf shows up. Nice heal from the Soraka. Should buy him enough time for another deceive. And Ragnagord makes it back to the loving and waiting arms of the rest of the team.
Pushing mid lane. They already have the inhib down, but they're going to shove it up. Republican taking a lot of damage here, though. McSlappin' Nasty, he's not on.
McSlappin' Nasty is just kind of stuck there. PK Ruthless catching him out, but the ult comes through from the Zaya, nearly bringing down McSlappin' Nasty. Korean Nation now coming in from behind with the flank, getting the knock up down on the Tide Pod, almost able to solo kill him. Korean Nation still looking to do this. He's in the middle of so many different turrets, so many different auto attackers. The redemption still comes through. Korean Nation is just a brick wall. We want to talk about meatballs. This guy is just a meat globe. The man doesn't drop.
McSlappin' Nasty got the red buff, though, and healed back up, so they can maybe keep fighting if they want. They need to help out Nicholas Paul, though. Spartanius and McSlappin' Nasty are kind of over the wall right now.
And Nicholas Paul in a bit of a hard spot. The team might still look to play around this. Maybe the dead body passive gets triggered. They get to go back in. They get to do something with that after the fact. Korean Nation grabbing the kill there. Nicholas Paul coming back, trying to go in there. They're going to get the exhaust for free from the Lux.
Well, Spartanius is in trouble. He's got to get out of there. Doesn't have his ult, doesn't have his GA.
Another Raka wish to keep the team healthy. Spartanius drops. As Ragnagord continues the chase with the clone, that's going to be popped. Slappin' Nasty throwing the feathers back, providing some covering fire as they make their escape. It's Slappin' and Republican getting themselves out of here. Tide Pod's all the way back in the base. There's minions pushing into the top side. There's minions pushing on the bottom side. The Drake spawns in 15 seconds. Blue team seems to be in control of things for the time being.
And that's an Elder, so that's actually a big deal here. Even though the blue team doesn't have any dragons. Republican, though, the all turret, the turnaround.
He's got the turret ready to go. He gets the stun. He gets some damage. Popping out the Zonias. PK Ruthless cut down. Ragnagord drops 2. The outplay from Republican. Look at this dude.
We got a Heimerdinger Smurf here. He's popping off.
Where's my Smurf cam at? Where did that go? You guys remember that? That's his Heimerdinger this game too. Dude is a monster. All right, back to the actual game.
This is Heisendong playing right here. You see that turnaround? That was clean.
That was clean. That was super clean. All right. But now, you got to make sure you keep it clean enough to get through to the end of the
Baron.
game. They got the chance. There's no reason not to. Enemy
can do
jungler's
this.
dead. You can't smite steel with no smite.
Yeah, McSlap and Nasty out on the map. He's pushing bot lane, so they don't even know they're going for it. They could do this. They could go straight over to the Elder, try to get Elder here as well with the Baron, and look to clean this game up. They're pinging on it. Yeah, they're just going to take the Baron, go straight over to Elder, try to get that as well. And I mean, that's going to be another stack for Spartanius. That's his 3-stack Elder. That's Baron buff. They are looking good.
Yeah, Slapping Nasty doesn't even need to be with the rest of the team. He's like, I'm just going to go buy my items. I don't really care too much about what's going on because you guys can get Elder, and then I'm going to group up, and we'll be ready to make the push with Baron and Elder. Oh! That was
Clean
close.
smite.
Near a 38. Nearly got the kill. But
Ooh, Republican
the good
is
secure there.
low.
Republican, one more auto attack will actually kill him. He keeps himself alive, and that baits PK Ruthless in. Him getting picked off could actually be a disaster here for the red team. TP comes through into the pit. Korean Nation wants to swoop in behind. But remember,
This could be the game.
there is an Ocean Drake on the side of the red team, and they've got the bonus from the Elder, so Republican will heal up at least a little bit here. McSlap and Nasty coming in from the side. 2 auto attacks for 2/3 the
Combining
HP,
from
and Tide
Tide
Pod makes the catch the team needs. Nicholas Paul finishes them off with the Q as the root comes through. Korean Nation going to be forced away from this one. Slappin' Nasty is no longer afraid. This 1 versus 1
That's it.
will not favor the Korean Nation for long, and ladies and gentlemen, it was a slugfest. But after this last kill, on to that honorable, humble support. The red team will claim their victory. My boy Nicholas Paul is going up 2-1 in the day on the Scion, improving that Scion win rate. And we are going to end the day with a victory here for the home team. The Kindred ulti is going to make them all golden just for style points, and that is GG.
Nicely done, Nicholas Paul and Tide Pod 2-1. That's the 66% win rate popping off. They cleaned it up. The Predator Morgana, the Scion, making it look easy.
It was good. Now, Azale, who are we thinking for MVP for this last game? Because I'm torn between Slappin' Nasty and Republican.
I feel like Republican was pretty clean. Tide Pod with those Predator Morgana roams though were pretty good. I think for the final game, it's only fair we check in with the straw poll, see what the chat thinks for the MVP.
All right, we're gonna give him the straw poll. I actually don't even think we need the straw poll, Azale. It's nothing but
Republican.
yeah, it's nothing but Republican. The chat has spoken almost unanimously. We are giving the MVP over to Republican with the Heimerdinger mechanics. That
He
dude
was clean.
had some awesome stuff. And now,
He did well.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, spammers of all ages, all 12,652 of y'all. That's it. 5 games, bronze solo queue. It was a great time. So happy y'all came out, had some fun with us here today. We made a lot of jokes. We had a good time. All of it was in good fun. Everybody, I hope the people that were on the stream that ended up coming here to watch, I hope you enjoyed being a part of it, even though you didn't really know you were. Hope it was a fun surprise. And for everybody else, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It was absolutely a ton of fun. And we're going to close this stream down right. First, I got to thank my good buddy Azale for coming out and doing this with me this afternoon, because this was a blast. Thank
It was
you.
my pleasure, man. That was actually a lot of fun. There was actually some pretty sick plays. So it was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. We couldn't have done it without you. I'm thoroughly glad to have you here, still hanging out in China with your finger guns. It just wouldn't have been the same show without that same level of dedication. And so what we're going to do now, I have often been told that I have the jawline superhero. And so, like the end of a superhero movie, you guys shouldn't leave the stream today until you stay for the credits sequence. Because the credits really celebrate everything we did here today. These credits were made with the help of a couple of friends of mine, including brilliant musical score, compositional advice from a good friend of mine. You might know her, named Avali May. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I seriously appreciate it from all of y'all. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And please, enjoy the credits.